welcome to Theme Park Vision. Welcome to our weekly, bi-weekly home stream. Thank you so much for everybody for coming on and saying hi to us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. I know we have quite a few important updates tonight, so very excited to talk about that. Very excited for our special guest and to learn about them as well. So let me say hi to everybody. Hi, Ryan in Orlando, the Curly Crew. Hey, Eric. Hey, Dollywood 1986. Welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone has had a fantastic day. Again, got some really awesome guests tonight. Really excited to actually speak with them because they do a lot of like Silver Dollar City vlogs as well. And if you don't know, that is like the true sister park to Dollywood. So I'm very excited to have them on. Hey, Glinda, welcome in. Hi. Hey, Pam. Hey, Coleman. Hey, Coaster Mom. Yes, welcome in, everyone. I try to give some time in the beginning to just let it sit there, to just let everybody kind of come in. But I also don't want you all to think I'm abandoning you. So, hey, Dylan. Hey, Jared. All right. And, okay, so our special guest, B.A.D Adventures, I can actually see y'all. Just can you give me a thumbs up when you're ready to come on in and I'll bring you in? We're good? Okay, awesome. All right, let me... Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Thank y'all so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh, not a problem.
That's so awesome. Well, of course, so I'm just going to let y'all go ahead and just introduce yourselves. If you could just kind of let us know, like, your channel, what you all like to do, things like that.
Okay. So we're B.A.D Adventures. I'm Brady, and this is my wife, Ashley. We started back in 2020.
Yep, right around there.
Right around there, right before we went on our honeymoon to Universal Studios. And that's kind of like how it got us into the vlogging thing, is we watched a bunch of the theme park vlogs of Universal Studios. And we were like, man, we can do this. It's you know, it doesn't seem too difficult. Like maybe we should get something to like film our trip or something like that. And then it just kind of went from there, and we just like doing it for a lot of our stuff. And we've mostly just been doing Silver Dollar City lately. I mean, it's the closest theme park to us. Honestly, it's 2 hours away.
Yep, about 2 hours.
About 2 hours away. So it's not too bad of a drive. But we've also ventured out into Dollywood, of course, this past year. That was my first time there. It was your third time.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But,
that is awesome. Okay, so that is so great. So you guys said so mainly you're 2 hours. It's so funny. So I'm about 2 hours from Dollywood. So that's really funny. So like how often do y'all get to go to Silver Dollar City?
Well, I think we go as much as we can right now. Mainly we go during the weekends because we have full-time jobs Monday through Friday. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, that's awesome. So did you say you go like every weekend, or like do you kind of switch out the weekends?
When we switch out weekends, it depends on our schedules.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, summertime gets really hard because I'm mostly coaching baseball throughout like the like 8 weeks out of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So those weekends don't really work. And so we're kind of figuring out a plan to do that, where it may have to be like just me go during the week because I'm off during the summertime during the week. So
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're kind of like the same way. Like we've got like 9 to like we work Monday through Friday, and then we try to go every other weekend as much as we can. But no, that is so awesome. So I guess of every place that you got to travel to since starting your channel, what is probably your favorite place that you've been so far?
I'm gonna let her go first.
I think my favorite was probably because it's our honeymoon, but it would be Universal Studios. Orlando, because one, we celebrated our honeymoon, but also it was our first time both experiencing a theme park that we hadn't been to yet. So it was kind of making all those new memories.
Yeah. I kind of agree, but it's really hard to top Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios for me personally. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so if you can't tell behind us.
Are you going May the 4th? Oh man. Oh, that is so awesome. So I actually grew up in the Orlando, like that area.
Oh wow.
Actually, when I was little, I went quite a bit. Especially when Islands of Adventure, we had actually been there that opening weekend of it. I have not been since I was little. Like since
Oh no.
put in, and I'm a huge like Star Wars, Harry Potter, like anything like nerdy and geeky you can think of. I adore it. Um, so yes, so I would love to go to Universal. I really want to go for Halloween Horror Nights this year, especially if any of my anime people are out there. They're supposed to have like a Demon Slayer haunted house this year. So yeah, that's what I was like. So that is so cool though. That's awesome. And yes, Galaxy's Edge, always incredible. May the 4th there. I don't know if you've ever seen the vlogs. It's really cool.
It's wild. Yeah. I want to go there sometime, May the 4th.
Yes, highly recommend it. They let you do like this really awesome like photo shoot with the Millennium Falcon like at the very end of the night after everyone's gone. They let you stay and take like group photos with like your lightsabers and stuff. It looks really cool.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
That is awesome. Well, are y'all excited for Epic Universe, right? That's the new one coming out there, Epic Universe?
Yeah. Yeah, we're super excited to see that.
She like lit
That's
up.
kind of why we
oh,
haven't been back.
Oh. Oh, that is so funny. I love that. She's like, yes. It looks like it's gonna be really cool though. They've got a lot of really cool IP, especially Nintendo Land. Like,
oh yeah, we've watched some of those vloggers out at Hollywood Studios when they've released it, and it was just awesome looking.
Oh man, yes, I've seen some of those. I saw some of the ones from like Japan too.
Oh yeah.
And we're actually supposed to get. So I don't know if the one in California is gonna get the same stuff that Florida is, but what they're saying is gonna happen is Florida is gonna get basically like everything Japan is getting, and they may get it before Japan, like the Donkey Kong ride, all that stuff.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, that Donkey Kong ride is gonna be pretty sweet. Like
I'll be interested with the technology on that one. I was kind of like, they're gonna have it jump the track. I'm like, but how?
Well, I was told it was gonna have like 2 separate like tracks, and it was gonna make the top one look like it was running on a track and jumping, but not really. I don't know.
No, like it'll just like switch tracks. Yeah, that's kind of like I wonder. I really am interested to see how that is going to like how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Me either.
Patent plans of it.
Yeah.
And it looks kind of weird to me because I can't make sense of it, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I forgot her name, but there's this one like blogger that I follow. I cannot think of her name. Eric, if you're on here, which I can see you are, can you send me her name? Because I know you know Alicia Stella. That's who it is. She always has like the behind the scenes, like the first information on what's happening with Epic Universe and with Universal. I think she knows somebody like in their Imagineering department. And so she always has like what's going to happen before it happens.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. Hey, Coffee and Corbin, welcome in. We're checking out Star Wars. Oh, we're checking out the Star Wars Hotel in a few weeks. Oh, that is going to be so exciting.
Jealous.
Oh, no. Hey, they've been dropping discounts on those and stuff lately.
They have been.
Perfect time to go.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, I know also you guys, of course, you go to Silver Dollar City quite a bit. I know virtually nothing about Silver Dollar City.
Oh no.
Virtually nothing except from, of course, watching y'all's videos and stuff. I've never been. So I guess my question is like, eventually we do want to come out there because of course we're very Dollywood focused, and if that's the sister park, what is like the top things you would recommend doing at Silver Dollar City?
Oh gosh.
Time traveler.
Yes, time traveler.
Yes, it's so good.
Yes, I will agree. If when it comes to rides, I guess that's what we're gonna start with is the rides. Time traveler for sure. It's in my top 5 favorite roller coasters.
That's so unique and so much fun.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I mean the whole cart spins, and like when you're sitting in the bay, right before it launches you out, you drop straight down, but as you drop, like right before you drop, it goes, and we're gonna turn you sideways.
Oh, that is cool. Okay, okay.
Launches. It's so neat.
Yeah. And it's never the same ride twice. That's kind of why I like it, because like one time you could go up through like the inversion or going backwards, or you could go through it sideways or facing it or like at an angle. It's crazy.
It
So,
looks
yeah.
It looks really, really fun. Okay. So Time Traveler is like the must-do ride. What is the must-do food?
Ooh.
That's hard.
Yeah, it really depends on like what you're looking for.
Okay.
Because they have a bit of everything.
Okay.
We really like the barbecue place.
Yes.
I mean, Missouri's known for barbecue, so it's the is it Riverfront Barbecue? Is that what it's called?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. It's down on it's like what's really neat about it is like you can go in, you get your food, and then you go sit outside. But while you're sitting outside, it has the whole ride of Mystic River Falls going around.
Oh.
And like so you can see people riding on the little like on their rafts and stuff, bouncing around.
It's dinner and a show.
Yeah, basically. Just don't
Without
sit too
paying
close
for
to
the
the edge
show.
or you might get wet, sort of deal. So and that's another ride not to miss is Mystic River Falls, especially if it's hot. It's kind of it used to be a one of a kind ride. Now it's like a two of a kind.
I think so. They're adding it to other
There's
parks.
another park. I think it's Busch Gardens in Williamsburg.
I believe so, yeah.
That has it. Basically, you know, your little big circular raft rides that they have at every theme park. So this one takes you around that, and then it takes you to an elevator and lifts you up like 100 something, 200 feet, and then it sends you down a slide like a log flume.
Oh, that's okay. I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Oh my gosh, Ali said that looks so much fun.
It is a ton of fun.
That
and you
looks
get
so
soaked.
much fun. Like Dollywood has that, but it's just like a little baby one. You just go.
Yeah. Right.
Like I always feel so bad for them because when they splash. But I'm like, I wonder what that would be like if it's like a log flume shoot, like going all. Wow.
Yeah. It is pretty neat. And like when you get up there, you look at the little the slide that you go around before it drops you, and you're like, those walls don't look high enough, but they are. So it's just like,
is this safe?
Should we be up here?
Should we second guess this or what are we doing? Oh man, that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. That looks like all their rides, they look like a lot of fun.
They are.
Like a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got what about something sweet? Now y'all have cinnamon bread too, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah, we have
okay,
cinnamon
that
can't count. Okay. Man, that's tough. We're not big sweet eaters.
Yeah.
But they do have their own flavor of ice cream.
Yeah.
They have a Time Traveler ice cream and an Outlaw Run ice cream flavor.
Okay.
Which I had the Time Traveler ice cream last weekend for my birthday. We went and got a little ice cream cone for it. So that's something you can get free on your birthday. It was like that big, like a little softball, like a little baseball size actually. So it was itty bitty one.
You get like a taste of it.
And they have a bunch of funnel cakes there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But Dollywood has this amazing looking funnel cake right now. The apple. It was like a funnel cake.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we had posted that earlier. And so what's so funny about that is it was right when that section of the park had reopened. That funnel cake stand has been closed all season so far. They just reopened last weekend. And as I had just so happened to glance and I'm like, oh, what's that apple thing? And a guy was walking past me and I felt so bad. But I was like, I'm so sorry. Can I take a picture of that? So nice about it. I said, I'm sorry, it looks so amazing. Can I please take a picture of your funnel cake? And it's like, yeah, that's fine. And so this poor guy has no idea who I this funnel cake. Let us take a picture of it. I'm like, thank you. But it looked so good. It was just me, so I wasn't willing to purchase it because that thing is huge. Like, it looks big in the picture. In person, it is ginormous. Like, their funnel cakes are already really big, but they put
it's
a
like
lot
full
of
size.
filling.
It's a full size.
It's like full size.
Two full size. It's like, I think it was like $19.90 something. It was about $20 for it. So about the price of
crap.
two. But it's two full size funnel cake. So what it is, it's a funnel cake and then the apple filling and then another funnel cake and then more apple filling and then caramel and whipped cream. Yeah, and it's the full size funnel cake.
It's all you.
I really want to find a couple. I need to reach out to a couple of vloggers. If y'all come to Dollywood, I really want to just eat it, but I'm like, I am not willing to eat that by myself.
Right.
Like the pumpkin pie or not pumpkin pie. The apple pie is already pushing my, like, that was a huge piece of pumpkin or of apple pie. But yeah, that funnel cake was.
I did that same thing today, but it wasn't with a funnel cake. This guy had like a big corn dog, and she had gotten in line to get a corn dog for lunch. And I was like, all right, fine, go get one. And I was going to go get a cheeseburger. And I walked up and I went, whoa, wait, where'd you get that? And it was like, you could see it was the hot dog, but it was in pretzel bread all the way around it. And I was like, where'd you get that? Like, ooh. And he was like, oh yeah, it's all the way down there by the Tom Huck ride. And I was like, okay. And so I ran back over to the corn dog thing to see if she wanted to get it. And I'm sitting here going like, oh, I should have took a picture.
I have no shame. I should, but I have no shame. If I see it, I'm like, can I take a picture, please? It was great. His family was busting out laughing. It's like, okay. Oh man, but that is so awesome. Like I said, I've always wanted to go to Silver Dollar City. It's definitely on our bucket list because I'm not gonna lie, and I saw somebody comment about when getting new rides in 30 years, more rides at the Dollywood needs more rides. They just do. And so kind of when y'all were talking about those attractions, you know, there's been a huge rumor for years, either they're going to open a new park or they're just going to do a lot of expansions at Dollywood. And so I'm wondering, since they're all owned by the same company, I'm wondering if they will just like copy and paste some of what Silver Dollar City has and what these other parks have and just kind of give it to Dollywood.
There is one ride that is a clone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But y'all are about to get rid of yours.
Yeah, sadly. But the new one coming in is apparently supposed to be a clone also, maybe.
Not confirmed.
The rumor not confirmed.
A clone of another attraction?
So we've got a new ride coming in at Silver Dollar City over by Fireman's Landing, which is all fireman themed and everything. And Fire in the Hole is on the kind of like the other side of the park. Like it's on the same end of the park, like down at the bottom of the hill, but they're separated like east-west instead of north-south sort of deal. Okay. And when you drive by, it's definitely an indoor coaster. And it's been rumored for years that it's going to be like a fire, or since it started going up, that it was going to be like Fire in the Hole 2.0, which really kind of hope not, but it does also make sense. Yeah.
Like a more intense Fire in the Hole, maybe?
I don't know.
Because our Fire in the Hole, it doesn't look good anymore. Like they need to get rid of it or they need to update it.
Well, the building, the building on the inside is the problem. It's falling apart, and you can only hold so much stuff up with bubble gum and rubber bands. So, I mean, but that's really what they've been doing is they've been just kind of like, oh well, let's patch that up, and then let's nail this. You know, I mean, that's really what's been happening.
It's so funny because we were wondering if, because Fire in the Hole and Blaze and Fury are similar, we were actually wondering if what was going to happen is they were going to update y'all's Fire in the Hole and then do the same thing to Dollywood's, because Blazing Fury is in major need of TLC. Like it's rough. I mean, it's a fun. It's their only dark ride, but it needs some help. Especially those animatronics. Those animatronics need some help.
They're like this exact
They-
same ride.
Mm-hmm. They are exactly.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a couple
Did y'all have the water effect still?
where you drop down and you hit the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't
took ours
last year. It didn't last year, but they put it back
Okay.
in for this year.
Oh,
Because it's the final
see, they took
ride.
all of ours out. All the water effects were gone.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't have any
Oh.
water when we dropped in there last time.
Yep.
We didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah. They took those
Maybe that's
out.
what
I
I
was
got
like,
it confused
"Aw."
with. Maybe Fire in the Hole still had theirs. I don't know. I don't remember.
Ride on Orlando says, I'm a cinnamon bread lover. Does it taste the same as Dollywood?
Uh-oh.
This is
Oh, that's all y'all.
Oh no. Okay, so we actually did do a video over this. That was one of our other visits.
Mhm.
We took the time traveler there to get to Dollywood. But so they are both really good. I really like how Silver Dollar City has multiple flavor options.
Yes.
Like you can get apple, you can get chocolate, you can get peach.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of different flavors that you can get with it. You can even get like raisin bread in there, can't you? Yep.
Yeah.
Like you can make it like raisin bread instead of the regular like cinnamon bread. So we really liked that aspect of it. And we liked the aspect that they already put the icing over the top of it, whereas Dollywood did not do that for us.
Nope.
And I mean they're very, very close in flavor.
Yeah, I would agree.
So
But I
Okay.
will say the only thing is I really like Silver Dollar City because they have it in a container, so you can
Mhm.
take that home.
yeah, they give you a lid.
Mhm.
Ooh, and they don't really give us a container. They just put it in a bag and say, "Here you go."
Yeah. So have fun. You're supposed to eat this and not take it home.
Hold it very carefully, and like there's no, you can't hold it. You have to hold it like this.
Yeah.
So like while you're walking out of the park, you've just got like this cake that you're just like
It's-
this cinnamon bread. You're like don't want to drop it, and it's so awkward on the tram because you're just doing this, and you're like hi, and you don't want to move it.
Yeah.
If you move it, it's gonna like
Don't
dump
bump
the
me.
Oh, so awkward. At least I give bags now, though. You can put it in a bag.
That
And
is
guys,
nice.
I did just go ahead and link their video in the chat that has that cinnamon bread debate. So be sure to go check that out as well. I'm kind of mad y'all get different flavors. I'm not gonna lie.
You're just to come and see it.
Well, I mean, that's just more reason for you to come to Silver Dollar
Like,
City.
We say the cinnamon bread's so good, but I'm like, we ain't got different flavors. And depending on where you get ours, it's a little crusty. So I'm kind of mad. Dollywood needs to up their game a bit. Yeah, don't get it at Dreammore. It's rough. If you go to Dreammore, don't get the cinnamon bread. Or if you do, get it like 5 a.m. because that's the only time you're gonna get fresh bread.
Oh,
They
we
have
didn't
like these
know that.
little mini cinnamon bread theirs, which is a great concept. It's like a mini version, like a one serving cinnamon bread. Awesome concept. For some reason, they cannot get that cooked right. It's always like burnt. And I'm like, that's so sad because y'all could bring that into the park and sell it for like gajillions of dollars.
Yeah,
And
no
people
kidding.
would be like, okay, here. Real fast, I saw a couple people sneak in. Hey, Sunny D, Roy Maria. I think I said hi to you, but if I didn't, hello. Brian, Aaron, welcome in. Carolina Coaster Boys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. This Vision, nice to see you. Leslie, hey, I hung out with you earlier. But welcome in. No, that is so funny. Yeah, now I really want us to get like I would love like maybe like for like different holidays, like pumpkin bread, like peppermint bread. Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, I don't know if Silver Dollar City does
That'd
that
be
or not.
really
I don't
cool.
think so.
We need to check
Yeah.
that. We
That,
need to check and see if
that would be
Silver
really
Dollar
that
City
would be
does
needed because especially since you said they've got the chocolate, they could add like
Mhm.
a peppermint to it, like some peppermint extract,
Yeah.
and make
Well-
it for the holidays, like a peppermint cinnamon
Right.
bread. I don't know how
Right.
that flavors. I don't know how those flavors will work.
Well, the chocolate is drizzled over it like the chocolate syrup, like ice cream or an ice cream.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Still sounds delicious though.
yeah.
Oh, hey, Vicky. I don't know if I saw you sneak in here as well. I think I saw Coffee and Corbin. I think I saw yes. So for those of you who don't know, Coffee and Corbin rode Tennessee Tornado 93 times in a row.
I saw that on
Wow, that's
Facebook. That's
93
awesome.
times. 90. I can do it once or twice. I can do it maybe twice.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, there's my limit. Can you imagine going on Tennessee Tornado 93 times?
I mean, did he make a chiropractor appointment afterwards?
Oh my gosh. That is just insane to me.
Yeah,
11,
I think it's awesome though.
It showed 11 hours of shaking and stairs.
Oh man.
Your legs were shaking while you go up the stairs. I would be like, oh my gosh. I mean, congrats. That's amazing. But
that is awesome.
That is like insane to me. Oh man. Let me see real fast if there was any other questions that we had in here. My family enjoyed Dollywood, updated 30 years more rides. Yeah, they do need a lot more rides, especially I don't know if you guys know this. Dollywood is building a total of 5 resorts. So they've got Hong Kong is almost finished and will open in the fall, and you can start booking for that in June. They've got 3 others planned. They've actually already got the land cleared for the 3rd one. And the rumor was because they copyrighted I think Songteller. They copyrighted the name Songteller. And so there's a huge rumor going around that that's the name of the new one. So they're supposed to be opening up, like there's a campground planned, like at Disney, how Disney has their value hotels, or I guess it's like a motel where you can go from the outside. They've got one of those planned. And yeah, they've got 5 resorts. And that's where the rumor about they're either going to have to expand the park or get a new park, because that is a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
That is a lot of people.
Dollywood. I mean, Dollywood's already getting a little crowded, so
that's
awesome.
That is awesome.
Now, Silver Dollar City, is there like specific resorts for Silver Dollar City, or
there are no resorts for Silver Dollar City?
They do have a campground.
Yes, they do have a campground. Yeah,
but I mean, it's not major. It's kind of like a typical campground. You can take RVs there. You can go actual camping. And you can also have a couple of cabins, not very much.
Oh, that's really cool though.
Yeah.
But at least there's something.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have a resort. That's surprising to me.
Right next to their campground though, like across the highway, some people have put in like privately owned motels and hotels down through there that are not owned by Silver Dollar City, but they so it's kind of like their kind of move for it.
Do they take all the land?
No.
Do they take all Silver Dollar City's land?
So that is a crazy thing. Silver Dollar City actually does not own the land that the park is on.
Oh.
They lease it. Yeah. They lease it from the Presbyterian Church and from College of the Ozarks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so and they have like they have like a massive amount of land just all around it.
Oh, so they have like endless amounts right now. Like they can just keep adding stuff and there'll be no oh, we don't have enough land for this. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I never realized that. They don't own that land. That is crazy.
Yeah, and the lease is not up for another 40 years.
Oh wow. So they're set.
They're
set for a while. They're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just signed a new lease too, just this year, I think.
Did they?
Yep.
Okay, that's why it's not up for another 40 years, because they just signed a new one. But they did buy some more land this year also, which she kind of had the theory of Silver Dollar City putting in a resort also, since Dollywood was putting in another one, and Dollywood is a little bit bigger than Silver Dollar City. There are some old... What were they like?
They were mansions built in like 2008 when the recession hit. And so it stopped. Well, they tore down those mansions. And now I think, this is my theory, that they're going to put in a resort because they need one, in my opinion.
I would say, I mean, they're big enough, I feel like, at this point to get their own resort. Like, I mean, they may be almost a little bigger. I mean, I think Dollywood's a little bit bigger, but they're almost to like Dollywood level at least.
I kind of feel that Dollywood is a little bit more spread out than what Silver Dollar City is, where it's a little bit more.
I feel that when I walk it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like, but they're kind of set up the same. They're kind of set up in like that little triangle-ish circle.
I've never looked at the map. Look, I'm on here trying to find a map.
It's very compact, I feel.
I want to see what it looks like. That's crazy. Do they have as many hills as Dollywood? Because I hate those hills.
Oh, no. Oh, they have. So there is a massive hill at Silver Dollar City. It is like a grade.
Steep. It is steep. You're working out. Look, going up it.
That's when I'm like, can I get me like one of those electric wheelchairs so I can?
You can't even get up it.
You
can't even use them on
You can't use them to go up it.
What?
Yeah.
So what do people really need those to?
Well, there's another side that you go on a less steep hill.
Yes. So my mom,
my
mom had knee surgery, so she had to get one of those whenever she went with my dad and a couple of her friends. So she was going around and they gave her a map of like how she could go things. Like one thing was you cannot go up this hill. Like you can go up and then shoot over to the side and then kind of do a little cut through and then work your way around. But she was not allowed to go up that hill. Apparently, my mom just ignored that entire map and my sister is behind her, pushing her up this hill.
Did someone
I really wish I did too.
Oh my gosh, I can see somebody just like pushing her. Oh man. So will it not? Is it so steep it will not go?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining about Dollywood's hills. Wow. That is insane.
We walked up it today, leaving
tour,
and I was like, you know what? I want to take like a little Hot Wheels car and run it down and see how far it can go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, Orlando Colossal. Sorry if I say that wrong, y'all. I'm horrible with names. Calazo, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being so disrespectful when I like when I mispronounce names, but I'm like, I really just can't read. It's just it's an issue. Amy D, what is the number one piece of advice? I know you were talking about Dollywood, I believe. What is the number one piece of advice you would give someone coming to the first time in 7 years who doesn't really remember much about it? Now, Amy, do you mean Dollywood or Silver Dollar City? Real fast. I'm going to ask that really quickly because I don't want to give you the wrong advice because I can't give you the advice about Silver Dollar City. I can give you all the advice you want on Dollywood. I got you there. Oh, Eric's already got you in the chat. Okay. My chat is very behind, apparently. That was my bad. Definitely get cinnamon bread. Get it from the grist mill. Get it from the grist mill. If you get cinnamon bread, grist mill is going to be your place to go. Yeah. Now, if it's the last minute or if something like last weekend happens where I go to the grist mill and I go to get cinnamon bread and they tell me they're out, this is a sad day.
What?
And then they were out.
They run out?
They ran out of cinnamon bread last weekend.
Oh my gosh.
So sad. Yep. They were like, oh, you have to go to the front of the park. And I'm like, I swear if I go to the front of this park and they're out of cinnamon bread there too. I'm gonna be so sad. And it looked all like wonky. It looked really weird too. I'm like, what happened? Like it was like flattened on one side and like twisted. I don't know. I don't think they were having a good day with the cinnamon bread that day. But if that happens, yeah, go to Show Street. But definitely the grist mill. So get you some cinnamon bread. We make fun of Blazing Fury, but it is a classic. So definitely recommend trying Blazing Fury. If you're a coaster person, if you're like a hardcore, intense coaster person, probably Lightning Rod or Eagle. If you're not that big of a coaster person, but you like them and you like family style, I would go to Fire Chaser. That's personally my favorite for now, until a couple weeks when Big Bear opens. When Big Bear opens, that is probably going to take over as my favorite. So, yes, I'm so excited. I'm actually waiting because we have B.A.D Adventures also joining us today. He's going to join a little bit later, so I was going to wait to bring all that stuff up. But, yes, it will open May 12th is the official grand opening of Big Bear Mountain. Very excited. It looks like such a
That looks like a lot of fun.
It looks like so much fun. I'm so excited. I love family coasters. It looks like, and I love, so we go to Disney quite often. I love Slinky Dog. That's one of my all-time favorite family coasters. And it's kind of like a Slinky Dog, just a little faster.
Oh,
so.
yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, definitely the shows are amazing. You can't go wrong with the shows. If there's a festival going on, just take advantage of the tasting pass. I don't think I have mine with me right now. It's still in my backpack where I went last weekend, but get those tasting pass, because if you get a tasting pass for a festival, it'll allow you to try 5 items. And typically those items, unless you're a funnel cake, typically those items are going to be absolutely like normal full-size items. I don't know what happened to the berry funnel cake this year, but it was like this little. I was really confused when I saw it. I was like, thank you. And it was my favorite thing too, but it was like so little. I'm like, I got a bite. I think I was watching our friends. I don't know if y'all have watched Adventures out there.
We watched them a little bit, yeah.
Yes, they said a similar thing on theirs. They were like, it's small. I'm like, okay, I wasn't the only one. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh man, we will be there to ride in June. Oh, that's so awesome. Yes, very, very exciting. Believe Dolly will probably be showing up on that 12th date. Since it is diamond only, and it's a very, very specific time. Diamond, it's a very specific time. So we think that that has not been confirmed by anyone yet, but very strong, because they don't normally like the fact that it's a diamond event for only like an hour and a half. And like the gold pass holders can go before that. It was just really weird the way they set that up. But I think that was if you had purchased your annual passes between those October dates in 2022 as well. Mary, will you be there? Yes. If I can get a ticket. It is going to be a struggle when those tickets go on sale, because we're going to be up against a lot of people. So if I get the ticket, yes. Amy, yes, the flower and food will still be going on while we were there. If you like mac and cheese, that loaded mac and cheese was incredible. Oh my gosh. It was like barbecue chicken on mac and cheese, and it had like green onions, typically bacon, but I don't eat pork, so I didn't get the bacon. But it was amazing. It was they have it at Miss Lillian's, the quick service is where they had that this year. So they had a lot of good things. So I guess like what is y'all's favorite thing? Like, what do you love most about Silver Dollar City? Like, what about Silver Dolly has you coming back so often?
That's a good question. I'll let you go first.
You let me go first.
Sorry, I should have sent you these questions beforehand. That was my bad.
No, it's all good. So Silver Dollar City was my first theme park ever. My grandma used to, and she used to volunteer at the hospital where we lived, and she used to get tickets for free all the time from the hospital for being a volunteer, or she would get them discounted at like $10 a pop. So she would just be like, yeah, hey, whole family's coming along to Silver Dollar City, and so we would all just go. My first coaster there was Thunderation. Very old mine train type coaster. I got my grandpa on it, and like if you ever met my grandpa, he is a very seems very clean cut, very like no nonsense sort of person, just super old fashioned, just yep, that's a roller coaster sort of person, you know what I mean? Like just wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey grandpa, you want to go ride? I think I was like 10 years old, maybe younger. Said, you want to go ride this? Yeah, sure. And then like took his hat, put it in the floor, put it on there, and we rode, and we got off.
Oh, I do not know if y'all froze or if I froze. I am not sure. I know we've had major issues with our internet today, and I was kind of sad about it.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Awesome. Sorry. Okay, no, I literally thought that. I was freaking out. I was kind of texting Eric on the side because we were really worried we were going to have to cancel this stream because our internet provider went down for 2 hours today. We had absolutely no internet today.
Oh man.
Oh, no.
And it was right before the stream started. And I was like flipping out. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to have to cancel this, or I'm going to have to go to my friend's house and do it there. So that's why I was like, oh no.
No, our internet just went off and then came back on.
Mine was struggling, which also reminds me, I did not mention this at the very beginning. I do not anticipate on this happening. But just so everybody knows, I am on call for my job this week. This is my week to be on call. So if I do, I may have to, if I get called, I may have to leave the stream. Do not anticipate that happening, but with my luck, somebody will call me. So, I forgot I was gonna say that in the very beginning, and I just but I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
Anyway, so my grandpa and I got off the roller coaster and he was like, that was fun, wasn't it? And I was like, yep. And then just being there kind of reminds me of all of that. And it's very like old fashioned bluegrass kind of style, but it's also kind of like theme park and modern. It just kind of, I don't know. I just really like going.
Yeah.
So
I think like for me anyways, it's an amusement park. It's not just rides. Like your typical like Six Flags, you know, it's just a ride. Yeah. You've got all the shows. Like today we went there and we didn't even ride any rides. We just watched all the shows.
Yeah.
I think our last 3 visits we haven't ridden a ride.
We watched
I
all
did the
shows.
same thing. I haven't been on a ride yet this year.
Oh my gosh.
No, that is awesome. But I love that. I love that story about your grandfather. That's kind of like you were saying, that's not the person you would expect to like go on the coaster, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sounds like how my grandfather is, but he just really didn't go on the coaster. My gosh, that is so awesome though. Let me see over here real fast. I believe, let me see. Did I forget? Excited for our trip. Okay, I did get caught up. Sorry, guys. Sometimes the chat goes extremely fast and I lose track of where I'm at. I can't wait for the cinnamon French toast spread for this. Yes. So it was so funny as we were talking. Yes. That was on the plan to talk about tonight too. So of course, once Brian gets on here, we'll talk about this again. But Dollywood is officially having a character breakfast this summer.
I saw that.
Celebration. What's your video and saw that?
Yes. So with that, they're gonna have a cinnamon French toast like bread at this breakfast.
How do you feel about this?
I'm all about it. Like,
now it is. So are y'all gold, silver, or diamond pass holders? If you don't mind me asking.
We are silver.
Okay, so unfortunately, it is only a golden event.
Well,
so
we don't have a season pass at Dollywood. We're just silver at Silver Dollar City.
Just Silver Dollar. Oh, okay. So right now, the character breakfast unfortunately is only for gold and diamond pass holders. But we're wondering if this is a huge test.
I bet you it is.
I
would think the same thing.
That's what we thought. I'm like, I bet this is them because it's also going to be a paid experience too. So like it's kind of similar to Disney, how they have those like the extra ticket events and stuff. Same thing. So you have to be a gold or a diamond pass holder, but you're going to have to pay for the experience. So I think this is also them testing who is going to pay for the experience and how much will they pay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but yeah, we were making, it's funny. I've been making jokes forever when we do lives from the park about how we should make French toast casserole I'd like take the cinnamon bread home and then make like French toast casserole out of the cinnamon bread. And then we saw that, and I'm like, oh, there you go. I said, they must have heard the stream. That was how it came up. I'm like, there, that works. And I don't know how often. So do y'all go to Disney? Like, have you been several times before?
I have with my family.
Okay.
Brady's been one time just to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I've only been to Hollywood Studios.
But we do plan on going this December.
Mhm.
We're going to go for a week long.
Yep.
Now, have you ever been there for breakfast with their pog juice?
I have not done a breakfast.
Okay. So they have like this really special like juice that's like guava juice mixed with like tropical juices. It's a really incredible like beverage. It's so delicious. And Dollywood is going to have, the reason we think it's the pog juice is because it's Coca-Cola products. That juice is specifically from Coca-Cola. And they're going to have something called, I believe, the Dollywood Sunshine Breakfast Juice. So for anybody who knows about the Disney Pog juice, it's more than likely that's what this juice is going to be. And if so, I'm going to chug the whole thing down.
It's double
pretty.
fist in the pog juice. Just like,
yes, I'll just walk around the store. Yeah, I got my mug here. I'll just be like, just fill my mug up with it. They'll never know. So do y'all plan on, I know we talked a little about Big Bear. So do you plan on coming for Big Bear during the summer or?
Unfortunately, we have not made any plans to go to Dollywood this year.
Okay.
Because of course we're saving up to go to Disney World for that whole week in December. But we do end up taking spontaneous trips every now and then. So
okay.
We have a couple things on our list that we're gonna do. One thing that we really want to do is go to. There are actually 2 other theme parks in Missouri. There is Six Flags St. Louis, and then there's also Worlds of Fun up in Kansas City. And we kind of thought maybe for what was it, a week?
Yeah,
maybe
do like a tour.
Do a tour, like leave and go up to St. Louis, and then shoot over to Kansas City, and then go back down to Silver Dollar City, and then go home.
That sounds like fun though. That sounds like an awesome like little road trip adventure too. Just kind of checking out all the. I've never heard of those other 2 parks before.
Really?
But I'm not very familiar with the Missouri area. So
on the way there though, like from St. Louis to Kansas City, there's actually Columbia. And near Columbia is Merceline, Missouri, which is where Disney actually grew up. Well, Disney is his hometown. And I've been there. Brady hasn't. So we definitely want to go back.
I forgot that we kind of decided that on our drive back today.
I have to add that in there. So.
He's not going to forget. Look, when you're a Disney obsessed person, you don't forget things.
No.
Right.
It's in your mind. You'll definitely remember.
Just embedded in there.
Yes.
It is embedded in there. Yes. Oh my goodness. That sounds like so much fun though. So are y'all gonna vlog that if that's what you decide to do? Or are you gonna
Yes.
go
Yeah.
Oh yay, because I'm like, I want to see it all. I want to watch.
But
I'll live through you and you can live through us.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There you go.
Now, I've actually been. Have you been to Six Flags?
I have a long time ago.
Right.
It's been a while.
I went to the last time I was at Six Flags was, oh gosh, pushing 10 years ago. This is back when they still had like the ninja there, which was giving people whiplash, but everybody was like, hey, we're just gonna ride it anyway. They didn't even have a form to sign. They were just like, get on there, you're gonna get whiplash. Good luck suing us. It's like, okay.
Don't die.
Yeah, I mean, like I rode it once, and like I understand why, because you're like, oh gosh, but like when you get on there and you look and the lap bar is rusty and it rattles, you're just like, it's gotten better since then, I've been told, but that was also 10 years ago. So
I would hope after 10 years something got better.
It had to have, because it's still open. So
I would really hope so. Oh my gosh.
But this is how long ago it was, is they still had a Scooby-Doo ride from the movie like the live action movie, and they
Oh,
had
I
a Tony
love
Hawk
that.
ride.
A Tony
this-
Hawk ride?
Yeah, the skateboarders. So like you were
Yeah,
sitting in
yeah.
like a cart that was like sitting side to side like this, and there were two people facing you also, and you're just spinning the whole time going through like a small little like coaster.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is
As
also something my grandpa wrote.
looks are deceiving.
They're very.
Looks are deceiving. So would he go on things like the lightning rod?
I don't know. Nowadays, probably not. Back then,
He's a little braver at that
he
point.
might have been a little braver, but now he's gosh, he's pushing 80 years old. So
Okay. Hey, I got my 74-year-old grandma on Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot. So
Awesome.
oh, that's amazing.
did I tell her how intense it was? Maybe, maybe not. But she enjoyed it either way. I told her it was a roller coaster. She's like, okay.
Oh wow.
That is hilarious though. Yeah, I've been to the Six Flags in Atlanta. I was little though, because that is where I went on my first like big roller coaster was there. Like my first upside down like loop roller coaster was Six Flags in Atlanta, Georgia.
That was me for Six Flags St. Louis on the
Oh,
Batman.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
I guess that's the place you go if you want to go on a coaster for the
I
first time.
guess.
Go to Six Flags. I can't remember for the life of me like which one it was either. I just remember holding on to my brother's arm extremely tightly. He was much older than me, so I was like, because I didn't want to go on it. But man, that is crazy. Oh, I saw something about the Dolly Museum. You know, I was quickly trying to find, when we did a home live stream a couple weeks ago, I had made a very quick clip of what they showed us on opening day, what Dolly showed us on opening day of the museum. So unfortunately, it is still closed. It is going to reopen around 2024, I believe. But it's going to be a lot of changes over there. A lot of changes. So I'm very excited from it. Unfortunately, I think I may have deleted what I had uploaded. I'm double checking right now, but I think I may have deleted it in order to make room for another video because I'm smart like that. And that just makes sense to me. Let me see real fast because I want to be able to show you if you haven't seen it because it is a really, really cool experience. Let me see real fast if I can get this pulled up. Have y'all seen anything about that? About the new Dollywood Museum experience and how they're updating it?
I've seen a couple of photos.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So when's the
It's
last
not
time
a
it's
joke.
been open?
Yeah, it's been 2021 maybe.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a hot minute. It's been a minute since it's been reopened. That's for sure. It's been closed. Well, and last year when it closed down, we were like, oh, that means it's gonna be a dark ride. Like they're gonna make it like a great movie ride kind of thing, where it's gonna be like a museum of Dolly, and you just get to go
Ooh,
get
They should
all
do
these.
that.
They should do that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They didn't do it. I was so sad. I'm like,
what an opportunity to play like all of her songs.
Yeah.
right. See, they could have done it. It would have been a great opportunity. I'm telling you, they did not. They just made it an enhanced museum. You know, that's fine.
Unfortunate.
It does look really cool. I will say it looks neat. But no, I was really like hoping for that dark ride though. Like deep down, I'm like, oh, give me the dark ride. Let me see. Okay, so I think I've got it pulled up. I'm gonna go ahead and see if it will let me export this, and then I will play it for you guys because it was so funny. I just deleted that. Like that was a recent delete thing.
Oh man.
I think I was editing a new vlog and I ran out of room on my desktop because I don't know how to put things on flash drives. I do, but I don't. So I just start deleting a bunch of stuff.
I have an external hard drive for that stuff. I'm just like,
Okay, so I've heard somebody told me to purchase one of those. It is worth it.
yeah, oh yeah.
It's worth
All-
it. Okay.
So I still have all of our edited vlog files, and they're all over on it of all the videos we've made. Yeah.
I need to do that because I literally have a whole little drawer of just flash drives.
I think he's freaking out on the inside because
I'm sorry.
I am because
on top of
now,
the 3 that's currently plugged into my computer.
Now
yeah.
you're having to plug in and then like, oh, that file's not there. Eject, take out, try this one.
Every day. That's why it takes me 4 hours to edit videos.
Oh.
Because like one flash drive will have certain rides that I need, and then other flash drives will have like the walkthroughs that I need. For the
You're right.
What's worries me is how much he's freaking out on the inside, if that's how he looks on the outside.
I mean, I obviously I do all of the editing for our videos.
Yeah, I do
that's why I'm
too.
freaking out.
I do too.
But like, I will say though,
broke him.
yeah, she did. She broke me a little bit. I needed to install a new update.
Oh man.
I will say though, that is something that I have not thought of doing, is just filming different walkthroughs throughout without talking or anything to voice over. We have none of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or rides or anything.
I love walkthroughs. I love it. I love it. We actually want to do a lot more this year because we have a... Did I unplug it? I did. So we actually bought a GoPro this year specifically for like vlogs and stuff. And we wanted to be able to use this for like walkthroughs and stuff because it shows like a broader part of like where you're walking and stuff than what like my phone would when it's on the gimbal. Specifically for like more walkthrough things. Yeah, y'all should do that. I want to see it. But that's my thing, and that's why we started our channel, is because we were very frustrated when we first wanted to go. My husband grew up with Dollywood. I did not. So I did not start like going to Dollywood right before the pandemic started. And it was mainly when we went, we were trying to find videos about like what's the best place to eat, what does the park look like, what are some of the tips. There's nothing. Nothing for Dollywood. So we got I was like, ugh. So we decided, we're like, hey, well, why don't we do that when we start going? Why don't we start doing things to help people who want to go to Dollywood, who want to understand like what the best tips are, see the park, things like that. So that's mainly why we started doing it.
That was us too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
You just like research everything, you know?
Yeah. No.
Sometimes it's not there.
No, it's not. And like, I know a lot of people nowadays, like when they want to start going to places, like it's so common. Okay, first thing you think of, let's go on YouTube and see what's happening. Where should we eat? You know, what should we buy? Things like that. So, no, that's so awesome. Amy, if you're still here, I'm going to go ahead and play this. Brian, I think I just saw where you said you're walking out of work now. Okay, sounds good. Well, just hop on when you're ready, and I will go ahead and add you in. I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah.
We didn't know the name.
That's a new one to us. We'll have to follow them.
He is also a fellow Dollywood vlogger, but he also does like a lot of other areas as well. So he is really awesome. I love Brian so much. He's an incredible human being. I've been researching the heck out of the area. I want to know. See, and that's why we do this as much as we can, is because we want people to be informed when they go to Dollywood so you can enjoy your trip. I'm a big planner. I like to plan my trips before I go. So when I get there, I'm not stressed out and not worried about what have I missed? What didn't I get to see? You can kind of prepare more. Thank you for letting me join this live. I appreciate. Oh, you are most welcome, Brian. Yes, of course. Of course. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and play this. If you guys are okay, I'm going to go ahead and play this video. I don't know how this is going to work. I know I have to go to a separate thing. Okay, let me see. If this doesn't work, I'm sorry.
There we go.
2024.
There we go.
It's the expansive new Dolly Parton experience, a multifaceted approach to telling Dolly's story. Individual experiences will thrill even the most devoted of Dolly's fans. The crown jewel and anchor is the new Dolly Museum. A close look at Dolly's most treasured things, from family keepsakes and career mementos.
It looks incredible.
As well as a very special storytelling experience for our guests. Inspired by the idea that little Dolly looked up into the night sky, dreaming as many dreams as there were stars, we'll start with the space that is the culmination of that little girl's dreams, offering a look at Dolly's journey and her epic achievements. In the center of the room, the neck of the guitar breaks through a star-filled sky, much like little Dolly's wishes and dreams broke through every expectation, transforming into several of Dolly's signature guitars while surrounded by swirls of butterflies and lyrics. The music and songs change too, carrying us from the earliest lyrics of Little Tiny Tasseltop to the unmistakable guitar riff of Jolene. Our guests will be immersed in a one-of-a-kind multimedia storytelling experience. We'll be surrounded by stunning video imagery and pristine sound. Then Dolly Parton, the songteller herself, transports us, telling us her story in her own words. It's a heart-filled journey through the important moments and pockets of time that have helped shape her life, inspiring her to shape and impact the world. And on the horizon, the Dolly Parton experience will continue expanding. Guests can relive some of Dolly's childhood memories in her Tennessee mountain home and hear stories about growing up in the Smoky Mountains from Dolly herself. The Dream Song Theater is the perfect place to celebrate Dolly's love of family and faith, giving us a deeper understanding of how her beloved parents and siblings created a circle of love that supported her through her life and career. Dolly's world-renowned wardrobe deserves a spotlight all on its own, and this new dedicated exhibit is the perfect sparkly showcase of Dolly's one-of-a-kind collection, featuring the gowns, costumes, and accessories that audiences can't wait to see. So get ready for the awards, the wardrobe, the music, and the heart and soul of Dolly. It's coming soon, the new Dolly Parton experience.
Okay, I think we're good now. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do y'all think?
That looks amazing.
It does.
And I think what's so cool about Dollywood is how they honor her. You know,
Yes.
you go to Disney World and how many things do you see of Walt? How many things
Very
do you see
little.
of Dolly, you know, and it's really neat.
Mhm.
No, they really do celebrate her. And I think it does look a lot of fun. I love how they have the interactive experience with all like the walls and stuff. I forgot what they said it was called, even though I just played it. But last year, I don't know if y'all saw this. I actually have it as my background for this thumbnail. They had an experience that had like screens of butterflies and stuff, and you can move your hand and the butterfly would follow you, and it was in there.
Oh, wow.
And so now after I saw that, I'm like, oh, I bet they were testing that. I bet that was a test, because they had everything else blocked off. It was just one little section of screens. And I'm wondering, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I bet they were testing that.
That's cool.
I bet that was. I can't think of what the company was called, but I'm like, I bet that's very similar to what it is, but I'm not 100%
Probably.
sure.
I feel like that whole thing could have been like that one scene in Jurassic Park where you're all in like a theater setting and it's just spinning.
Really cool. Spinning around. Oh my god. I love Jurassic Park. Look.
I'm Mr. DNA.
Oh man. Hey, they did a new video for that apparently with Mr. DNA. I saw it today. I saw it posted on WDW News today. They had said something about they made some kind of a new thing for Universal. It's either for California, or I'm not sure which Universal it was, but they made a new like training video for either Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, but it had the Mr. DNA in it.
So that'd be cool.
So.
I bet you it's Hollywood because that's the place. That's the only. Does it have a Discovery Center?
I don't think so. I've never seen it in the vlogs, so I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Maybe not. I'm not sure. And I know they need to expand or like Orlando's a little bit to
Yeah.
match. Nobody knows if is it world or is it park. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's both. Oh man. We are going to be over that way on the 6th through the 13th. Rains that got us. Ooh, okay. That is awesome. Oh, do you mean the 6th through the 13th of this of May? It's not May yet. It's almost May. I'm gonna count it.
It's May on Monday.
There you go. It's almost. I can't even believe that. Look. No, there's no Discovery Center in Hollywood.
Okay.
So it may be for Orlando.
Could be.
It may be. Okay. So if you're talking about for May, that's awesome because that's right when Big Bear opens. If y'all got those passes through those October dates, you'll get to go on Big Bear. On October 12th, everyone gets to go on it from what I believe. Just pass holders will get specific dates. May. Yeah, I struggle with words. It's fine. That's what I have. This isn't water. It's filled with coffee. It's great. I'm sitting here chugging coffee. It's 8:30 my time. That's okay.
Oh, God.
I don't know what y'all's time difference is, by the way. I did not even.
We're the same time.
Yeah, we're
You
so close.
are okay. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, oh, there are. I don't know how those time zones work out there. So I'm like,
No, ours
But
goes
yeah.
all the way, I think, to like the edge of Colorado, and then it like changes to an hour.
That's when it goes up. Yep. But yeah, no, the experience looks really, really cool. I like there was one
Yes.
scene where I saw it was almost like they were in a bus
Yeah, that's
and there
what I
were
was
screens
thinking.
around it.
Yeah, that was like we were sitting there like, oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yes. I'm like, is that going to be like one of those things where you feel like you're moving and like they have the screens moving around you? That would be really cool.
Right.
Mhm.
I still think my dark ride idea would have been cooler, but you know what? But I like how they set it up. And I will say too, I'll have Brian look at this as well. So I've had this thing these past couple of streams where I've asked people to look at this picture. I think I still have it on here and tell me what
Okay.
you see. Because we saw a lot of things that either is just a blue sky for Dollywood and they were just like, oh, this may be cool. This is something we could put in the park, or if this is like legitimate plans for the park in the future, because they have billions of dollars planned for Dollywood, billions. So
Oh, man.
I'm trying to think if somebody could remind me of the exact number, I would greatly appreciate you. I know it's in the billions, planned for over the next 10 years. So they have a lot of money
man.
left over to expand. So let me show you this
Ooh.
picture. This is this is Dollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Do
All right,
y'all
let's
see
see.
anything different?
What's? Oh no, it's a tree. Never mind.
Hold on. There's Big Bear in the background. There's Dragonflyer. Mystery Mine. Tennessee. No, this is Tennessee Tornado Fire.
I feel like we're studying it now.
Yeah, we got to look at it a little bit
No,
closer.
this is what happens. And I'm like, I hate it because I can't like zoom in. I wish I could like zoom in while I'm on here and I can't. And I hate it.
Train goes up here and around.
So I make it the full screen because I've had some people where they're like right up in their screen and I'm like, here, I'll switch this.
Well, the parking lot looks different.
Uh-huh. Yep.
But there's a giant road through the middle right there.
Yep.
That's not normally there. Hold on. Is this another park over here to the left?
The water park.
Wait, what? That's new. That's something I've never seen.
Is that the water park though? That's what I thought. At
Yeah.
first.
I thought that was the water park. Does it not look like it? Do you not think it's the water park?
It looks like it's got water.
It does look like it's got water, but like, where is this road at? Like, this doesn't look right. in this
See,
section.
that's been one of the biggest debates. That's been one of the biggest debates we've had. Even we've had some insiders on here too. None of us can figure out what is in the world. So this picture cuts off. And I'm so mad. To this day, I can't find it. We had another picture and we lost it.
Mm-hmm.
The entrance, if you go forward a little bit from this road, go forward, there is not just one Dollywood sign anymore. There is 2 Dollywood signs on each end of the road as you come in now from this picture. I don't know if that is the plan to make it like the permanent new entrance in. But one thing we noticed is I do not see, well, no, I don't see Dreammore in this. So they already have the other resort out in the distance. Because the one that's right behind what we think may be either a new park or a water park, I'm pretty sure that's Heart Song.
Okay.
And I think on the other side, across from that, maybe that is Dreammore. But all the way on the other side, across where the Wildwood Tree is, I have no idea what that is.
I'd guess that would be another resort.
It looks like it would be another resort. Yeah.
Because it's close proximity.
That would be my guess. But just this road that cuts right here this close to Big Bear is not there, is it?
No. Well, no.
See, I didn't think so.
So right now, there is no road that separates the water park. It's just in with the parking lot. Like you have to go through Dollywood's parking lot to get there.
Right.
Unless you go through the I guess you can go through the side entrance.
And see, that's what I thought it was all the way up in the upper left corner. So
yeah, no one has been able to figure out this road. We don't know if this is like a long-term plan because parking is a hot mess at Dollywood right now. It just is.
It's a hot mess at Dollywood.
I
I thought Dollywood was easy.
Oh Lord, no.
See, Silver Dollar City, before this year, you would pull in,
I'll show y'all.
you'd have to drive in and then make a full U-turn and come back in. And then they would say, that was for preferred parking. For free parking, you just go wherever and park.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. But you come up and you choose preferred and you pay your money and then you go park. Very easy to get in and park. Leaving is a nightmare. Didn't know where to go. Traffic was crossing constantly. And it's just like, good night. Now, like you can start to see how they've got lines and stuff. And it's all like, okay, I now see how we're going to be leaving the parks now. So
I just wait until Christmas when it's like the busiest season to see how chaotic it's going to be.
So they said that by then it should all be done.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
There you go. Now there's one more thing we also noticed, and there is now a fountain in the front entrance.
Oh yeah. Right
Oh,
there.
wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
There's some kind of body of water there. I swear. Somebody was like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "I swear that is a body of water."
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not that like little bakery that sits there, the roof of it?
I don't know. I don't think the roof looks like that though, does it?
I don't know.
Circular? Because that looks circular.
I
It
don't-
does look
yeah.
circular. I don't know.
So I am struggling to tell if that is like that. It looks like the main entrance to me.
Yeah, that is.
But I'm like, I don't know if it's maybe Market Square. But then if they did that, they couldn't put the Christmas tree and stuff there anymore. If they just put a little like water fountain display.
Um,
Unless they can remove it.
Yeah.
Make it like a removable kind of thing.
no, I
Yeah.
think Market Square. I think Market Square is
Further up.
further down. Yeah, because here's your. If you look where the little lake is,
Yeah.
right next to it's that little like concession stand that you walk through the middle of.
Oh, it is. Okay, yeah, I see that.
So I think that's Market Square right there.
But yeah. So again, we don't know if this is like Dollywood's kind of like how Disney has like their blue sky projects, how they're like, this is what Disney may have, this is what we like to do. I don't know. All I know is it looked very different. Even like the country fair area looked extremely different. Now, Eric brought up a good point. He kind of just sent me a message. He said it's part of the new road for their transportation buses, because with all those new resorts, they're going to have transportation.
And that's what I was thinking of, like whenever I saw
makes
it.
sense. Yeah. Because all of those people, they're going to have a lot of buses.
Well, I also saw on there were some little roads cut through those trees on the opposite side of the hotels.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, there is. Yeah, I see them. Yeah.
So that's where I was all like, okay, well, that's where the bus is, and that's going to be the bus path so that they can pick people up.
Oh.
That was my thought anyway.
That would be okay. That's smart. Okay, I get that. Yeah, every time we look at it, I'm always like, what's new on here? What could, because like you saw something that I haven't seen before, and that's the whole point, is like I'm wondering what that is. And like I said, I know Dollywood has like so much money planned for the next 10 years, and they've got to have bigger plans than what we think if there's 5 resorts involved. So that's why we were on the side of a new theme park.
Well, the Hershins bought a theme park last year.
They did.
Was it Wild Adventures?
Kentucky Kingdom.
They did. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that one.
And we were kind of looking at that today, and we were like, "Hey, what's any news on that?" And it's not even open yet.
No,
Kentucky Kingdom's not open.
Not until the end of May.
Is that normal for them?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's weird. Huh.
I wonder if, like, because last year was the last year that they were going to be in operation, not under the Hershins.
Okay.
So this year, and I wonder if maybe they've been going through saying like, okay, we're going to take this ride out, this ride's not, keep this one, retheme this, do this,
put their stamp on it.
Yeah, that's our theory. And they may be training all the employees that are going to be working there also. Could be why, like a new way of doing things sort of deal.
I know the Hershon family is like collecting parks left and right.
Did they buy another one that we don't know about maybe?
I don't think so. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I know, like, I don't know. Like, I know there was another rumor, and I cannot remember. And of course, this is the only place we talk about rumors. But there was a really big rumor there for a while that the plan, like, one of the plans for Dollywood's second park would be extremely similar to Wild Adventures.
What is Wild Adventures?
Wild Adventures is this theme park that is in Georgia. And it's kind of like I actually went to Wild Adventures a lot growing up, because they had a lot of like concerts there, like they had Aaron Carter and all that stuff come, so I always went. But they're really a lot like Busch Gardens in a sense. And one of the rumors was that they were kind of going to do the same similar maybe name to the new park in Dollywood. I cannot remember. It's been a year since we've heard that, but I remember us talking about that, and it sounded pretty legit. Also, yes, 2026. There's something huge planned for 2026 that some people have seen, like where they've like filed permits and stuff, but they know what it is.
We just popped up on their website. And I think they use the same people who create the Dollywood and Silver Dollar City website because it looks the same. And they've even got a celebration going on called Sweet Summer Nights, which is just exactly what Dollywood had last year.
Yep. I think it was something about the name. So something about either they would use the similar name or similar attractions they were going to pull for the new park. I don't know. My guess is I know a lot of people keep saying they're going to expand Dollywood, but Dollywood I feel like can only be expanded so much.
Right.
Before people are not going to want to walk that. just to be honest, unless they have some kind of transportation in the park. And I feel like it would be beneficial for Dollywood to just have a second gate, because they can just charge the money for it and make more profits from it. And they wouldn't have to worry about doing so much expansion inside of Dollywood. They can just have like a park hopper kind of thing. Oh, okay. Sorry. It wasn't the permits. I'm trying to keep on track of things. I need to just write this stuff down because I forget stuff left and right. So apparently they announced they had big plans for 2026 to media, but that it's probably just going to be a coaster, which there was and I think they're saying the land would be out there towards Country Fair, maybe?
I mean, there is land out that way.
Saying. Because originally, so when they first redid Victoria's Pizza and turned it into Iron Horse Pizza, there was a huge thing where they even said, because there's like a deck back there, this will overlook future projects. Literally is what they said. This will overlook future projects. And when they said that, I was like, okay, it's either going to be new attraction or they are going to redo the Country Fair area, because that place is kind of falling apart. And I think the kid area is being pushed towards Wildwood Grove anyways, but they specifically said future plans for the park. And I was like, well, what does that mean? So they've also hinted. Exactly. And they've also hinted at a dark ride. That's been hinted at for years, because they even had like a survey go out for that. So my guess is, because Dollywood's coming up on their 40th, we may get information on their 40th about this stuff.
Maybe, probably.
Like they'll just drop stuff.
Something I think that Dollywood's lacking is like a shooting game, like the shooting gallery games.
Oh yeah,
that you do on a ride.
Yes.
I was surprised that they don't have that. And I mean, Silver Dollar City has one, and it doesn't look very nice. But
well, it's their oldest ride.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But, I'm surprised that Dollywood doesn't have that. They should definitely put that in there.
That'd be neat.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah,
I know.
It'd be a very good dark ride.
So one of the dark rides they were talking about for Wildwood Grove would be like kind of like that, like a Buzz Lightyear thing where you shoot things and stuff, but it would be like with fireflies.
That would be cool.
Like you catch fireflies or something
like
that.
That would be
I
neat.
think originally it was like for Wildwood Grove, but COVID happened and that ended that. But it'd be really cool. I think for Dollywood too is they really want to be ahead of the game. Like they want to be known for like being ahead of on technology. They want to be the first to do certain things, and I think maybe that's where they're holding back on a lot of these dark rides. But my thing is that at this point we just need dark rides.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna, I hate to say it. I don't think Dollywood has that much money to like surpass Disney. Like I don't think they're gonna get to Rise of the Resistance level for a dark ride yet. I'd be very impressed if they did. I don't think that's gonna happen. I know they said they want to do their goal is to be Disneyland. Like they want to have the whole setup like Disneyland.
Yeah.
That's their end goal. That they recently announced that one. That's the end goal, is to be like Disneyland. And my thing is that if they need that, they need dark rides. Because right now when it rains, if I have plans to go to the park and it's raining, I'm like, okay, never mind. I don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Silver Dollar City is the same way. It only has 2 rides that are inside at this point. And so it's lacking. We live in the Midwest. You got to have those indoor rides.
It's true.
Yeah. Like those indoor rides are a lot. And I get they're really expensive to make. I think it's easier to make a coaster. And of course, coaster people, please call me out for this. That's fine. I think it's more expensive to build a dark ride than it is a coaster, because a dark ride, you have to have all those specific things in there. You got to have the animatronics, or you have to have, if you do screens, you have to have the specific types of like technologically advanced screens in there.
Timing.
It's a lot of money. Timing, yes. Like unload and load. You know, how many people can you get on this ride? So I thought the Dollywood ride would be perfect, because you could have.
Well, I mean, just even timing for like when you're going past an animatronic to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Rise of the Resistance still doesn't even like hit it every time. We rode it
a lot.
3 times.
2. We did 2.
We did 2.
Yep.
So one of the times when like the lightsaber stabs to the ground, all we just saw was a little red circle going around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
This-
the very first time we
I
wrote
love
That was the
seeing
first
the
time we
method.
wrote it, and I sat there and I went, "Oh, dang!" The second time we wrote it, lightsaber comes through the ceiling, and we're like, "Oh, okay, there we go, yeah."
There it is. Well, they do. They have mess ups all the time. Like
Mhm.
on that ride specifically, I don't know if you've seen the B mode, the Kylo Ren animatronic where he's like, that messes up all the time.
Yep.
And they have to do a B mode where they just have him blow up on the screen. Not him, the shit for those of you. I'm not saying he blows up, but I get that. Like even on Blazing Fury, that's one of my things about that is I would love for them to update those animatronics because Luther is rough right now. Luther is struggling. Oh my goodness. Let me see real fast. I'm so sorry, guys. I try to catch up with the chat as much as I can. Maybe it's a dark ride, or maybe another roller coaster, maybe bigger than Big Bear Mountain, or maybe it's going to be where Mountain Sidewinder was. I could be wrong. It could be. Parts of Mountain Sidewinder are still there, aren't they? Didn't somebody say a couple weeks ago on here that that's some of that attraction, that old attraction, is still there? Or have they cleared it out? There was an old attraction that was over there. No, they aren't collecting stuff left and right. They are strategically buying parks. They aren't Six Flags.
Oh.
Let's all say thank you for that, though. But oh man, I just meant it seems like they are buying a lot of like theme parks lately.
Mhm.
Like when I saw they bought Kentucky Kingdom, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, man, Hirsch and Company is getting a lot of parks here. In the middle of Barnstormer, yeah, there is a lot of land behind Barnstormer. A lot of land. That's
Do what? Oh yeah, we do have the Barnstormer also, but it's called the Barn Swing.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like that. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I don't like the Barnstormer because it's very similar to one of Disney rides, and I get so confused
Mhm.
all the time. I'm like, what is this again?
That's not it.
What is this again? They did have the same ride at Dollywood when it was Silver Dollar. Yes, yes. Do you think they will ever put a resort in the park?
That's a big deal right now with Universal.
Yeah, Universal's
yeah.
like a first
Even
time.
Disney has started talking about that one.
Well, they have one in Paris, I believe. That's like
Yes.
right on the cusp.
Yes, yeah, yep,
Mhm.
yep. And I think Japan does too. I think Tokyo.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
do they?
Yes,
There's-
yes, yes, yes,
There's
yes.
those like it's the Toy Story one, right? I think
Yes. They just
it's the
did it,
Toy
didn't
Story
they?
one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and okay. And I see Brian. Yay, hi. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready for me to bring you on in. You're good. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and bring our friend Brian from B.A.D Adventures in.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah. Almost the same channel name.
Almost. So close.
I kind of confused myself when I was messaging y'all the links.
Same wavelengths.
I'm like, who did I send it to? Who did I didn't send it to? But everyone, Brian, I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself. A lot of people, of course, from the channel already know you. But it doesn't hurt to re-say it. But if you can just tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel.
Well, my name's Brian. Channel's B.A.D Adventures, just a little play on my name. I do theme parks, attractions, just kind of give you information, little fun looks at the things that people want to come do vacationing on, and give them a different look at it. But I don't have just one set thing. We do literally anything that's going on. I think yesterday I just did one of the parades in Pigeon Forge. Still gotta get that video uploaded up.
Wow.
But that's about it. Just hanging out in town and having fun.
So what do you love? I know you do a lot of Dollywood stuff. So what do you love most about like Dollywood? Like, so what made you really, because you've grown up with Dollywood.
It's not so much Dollywood. I just like theme parks in general. That just happens to be the closest. If I could choose, I'd probably go Disney. Unfortunately, it's the bigger the better one. But I've lived 5-10 minutes away from Dollywood probably my entire life up until the last 4 years, and now I'm right back up to it next 10 minutes away. But I've watched it grow. I enjoy the rides. I'm not a show person. I like the food, but I like my rides. I'm there just to ride some roller coasters.
So I know you're very excited about Big Bear in a couple
Oh
weeks.
yeah.
Is that not weird to say?
Very.
None of us expected
Very.
it to be soon. Actually, no. Ryan from Adventures is out there. I think he had estimated the 12th. No, the 13th. So he was extremely close.
That's close.
The rest of us were like, it's going to happen on the 31st.
Yeah.
Well, because Dolly has that award show on the 11th. So if she's going to be there on the 12th, that's going to be a stressful couple days for her.
Yeah.
And she's amazing in Dolly, but I mean,
I'm excited.
that award show is in Texas.
She's got her own helicopter. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. Just land it there. Well, Brian, I know I've seen you in the chat, so you've kind of been, I think you've been a little caught up on, we've just kind of been chatting about the future of Dollywood. We recently had somebody ask if they would ever consider putting a hotel in the theme park, like in the park, which they were saying that was a very common thing now. And I know we were just talking about how Japan has it. I think it literally is in Tokyo Sea, right? Like it's in the park.
Yeah.
It is in the park, Tokyo Sea. Okay, I thought so.
I'm gonna check on that just to be 100%.
And Paris is like, I think it's the entrance.
I think you're right on that.
I think it's the entrance for Paris, but it's like the huge resort, the fancy looking resort, because Paris has everything fancy looking. But and I know there was a rumor about, but this was also pre awful CEO leaving, but they were planning on a Frontierland or maybe Adventureland resort for Disney. That was talked about. They like going into the like connected in the park. So I don't know. I don't know if Dollywood would do it, but that would be really neat if they have enough land for it. That's for sure.
Yeah. I just don't know if they're going to bring it over to that side of the park because all the resorts are right now behind Splash Country.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of all go up that. They have their own little access road that.
Yeah,
I think with traffic, I don't know how they would get the guest into the motels easily because they got a small parking lot already.
And from the concept art I looked at, the parking lot looks smaller.
Yeah.
I don't know if that may not be a legitimate thing. Did y'all see the parking lot, how it looked a little smaller?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked smaller. So I'm like, I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, that's a blue sky thing.
So we looked up Tokyo Disney,
Mm-hmm.
and it is in Tokyo Disney Sea. It's the Hotel Miracosta that is inside the theme park.
Ooh, okay. So it's not the Toy Story one.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
The Toy Story one. It doesn't say where it's at, but the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel is the one that's right in front of Tokyo Disneyland. So
okay, so they all have them right there. Okay,
yeah.
Nice. And I know in California Adventure, they do. Maybe they're the Toy Story one I'm thinking of. They've got a resort right there, don't they? In California?
I believe
there's like a
so.
lodge. It looks like it's rustic looking lodge. Can't think what it's called.
I think once Universal opens theirs up, I think other theme parks may follow suit.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to hear that wasn't canceled because I thought I thought a couple years ago maybe they were going to cancel that. I'm happy to hear they didn't because it looked really cool. The way they were having that set up at Universal.
Yeah.
Coleman, I just looked at Wild Adventures, and if you read their company vision, it's creating memories worth repeating, identical to Dollywood. That's weird. Why? Okay, now I'm going to research that more. Because Dollywood came before Wild Adventures, and Did Hershey just recently get Wild Adventures? Now I'm all confused. It's great. Because that's extremely similar. Especially if you're saying they have Sweet Summer Nights also.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is why wouldn't you just give Dollywood something different from other theme parks, you know?
Well, so we just looked up the Hershey Family Entertainment,
Uh-huh.
and Wild Adventures is on here.
Yeah.
Huh.
And they're gonna have a multi-million-dollar expansion in 2023.
Oh. Okay.
Fancy.
All right, so I just clicked on our properties.
Yeah, I think Eric sent me a little bit ago with all the properties and stuff. Let me look at it. Pink Adventure Tour. I'm so confused by that.
Oh, so they're pink Jeeps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the pink Jeep
Oh, they're in
tour.
Nevada. Huh.
They're also in Pigeon Forge, I think, or
Yeah.
Catlin.
Yeah, we got them here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that now. Yeah, they've
We've
got
got
it.
them in
So-
Branson.
Yep. That is crazy.
Hershey Entertainment Studios in Georgia. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff that they own. That's for sure. Down the holler streamer. Oh, hi, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Marion, Eric. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I will miss Fire in the Hole.
Yes, us too.
Weren't they having like merchandise for that and everything?
Yeah, I actually am wearing a hat for it.
Oh, I can't
Here.
see. Let me see. Oh, that's hilarious.
They also had shirts that
Mhm.
what did it say?
It said Red Flanders, get back in here and put on your pants. On the front side, that's the scene where the guy's rear end is hanging out the hotel with the ladder. So you know
I
what I'm
think we
talking
got
about
that
if you know
scene.
Blazing Fury. And then he yells back, I ain't got pants no more. The bald knobber stole them.
Brian, we don't have that scene, right?
No.
I didn't
No.
think so. We don't have that scene.
You don't have the hotel where the guy's hanging out with the ladder on Blazing
No,
Fury?
there's a lady on a balcony that's wanting to jump over and a fireman holding a trampoline.
Oh,
like,
that's
in the net.
right. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. So there are a few different things.
Yep.
Huh. Oh, that is crazy. We are more SDC or DW than spending all the money that Dollywood wants. Unfortunately, Dollywood is getting pricier, but they are expanding a lot. They are expanding a lot, and their quality is getting better. I will say the quality at Dollywood in regards to like their food, their entertainment has always been top notch. Like it has gotten, I know they said their goal is to get to Disneyland level. They are getting there. They're extremely close.
Yeah.
I think if you just get a couple more dark rides put in the park and maybe fix some of the festivals, they'll be good. Especially the Flower Festival. We're gonna get into that today too. Granny Travels, thank you so much. That is definitely not like a requirement or anything, but it is greatly appreciated. Thank you. That is very sweet. We try to bring you as much as we can. Sometimes we miss things, but we try not to. Mystery Mind and Barnstormer making a path. Yeah, there's a lot of land out there. Behind Barnstormer, a lot of land. I didn't realize that until I had pulled up that picture. I'm like, they could fit a whole other coaster back there or something. Something else could go back there. Sorry, guys. I'm really quickly trying to catch up with the chat. FYI, Jukebox Junction is 28 years old. Man, I didn't realize it's that old. Oh my gosh. Love the hat. That is awesome. I kind of wish we had like Blazing Fury merchandise. One of our regulars that comes on these streams, Bubba Cruisin, has always said that. Like, we want more. Oh, okay. Sorry, I misread that. We love Dollywood, not Disney. Oh, I'm so sorry. I tried to read I was a little confused, but it's okay. I just went with it.
Speaking of Fire in the Hole and Blazing Fury and Fireman's Landing and what's the Fire Chaser?
Mhm.
They all have different like station numbers over the top of them. So Fire in the Hole has number 1. Blazing Fury has number 2, like Fire Station number 2. Fireman's Landing in Silver Dollar City has Fire Station number 3. So, but if you look at Fire Chaser, it says number 7. So we're like, where's 4, 5, and 6?
I've never noticed.
Yeah.
I've never noticed that. You know how I blew your mind earlier? That's kind of where mine's at right now.
Yeah. So like
Wait a
we've
minute. Do any of the other parks have them maybe?
That's interesting.
Wait a minute. Wild Adventure is like copycat in Dollywood. Hold on. What is Wild Adventures? That's crazy. It's set. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 7. So 4,
Yeah.
5, and 6 is missing.
Yes. Blazer Blast Off.
That's insane. So either they've got 4, 5, and 6 planned,
Right.
or they just
It kinda-
decided to skip those.
It's like
Maybe.
a Star Wars thing where you do it out of order.
That's what I was thinking. The same thing. I was about to say, let's just do stuff out of order.
This is episode 7 already.
We'll go backwards.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, hey Brian.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
We were at Dollywood, so when we were there last weekend hanging out, Miss Lillian kept asking him if he was what show is it again?
Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty. But she did compliment you. She said you were like a young Duck Dynasty.
That's true.
Kentucky Kingdom has Orion. Will Dollywood and Silver Dollar City get this?
What's Orion?
Orion.
Orion. Oh, I can't read. Too much coffee. My bad. This is why you don't drink coffee at 9 o'clock at night, kids.
Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay.
Orion. What is that?
Some kind of roller coaster.
There's
Mhm.
something planned for 2026.
Oh wow, they have the Lego Movie 4D experience at Kentucky Kingdom.
See, even they got dark ride stuff. I'm not.
Fearfall, Eye of the Storm.
Dollywood used to have all those fun little, like, kind of like
Mhm.
3D attractions and stuff.
Oh, so you had the motion rides, you had the flooded mine. They took all of them out.
I know. I wish they would have kept them.
Mile High Falls.
Oh, this is really weird. All of their websites are the same. You're so right on that. This is weird.
They probably just used the same computer programmer.
Yep. It's all set up like exactly the same. Orion. Let me see.
Roller. Uh-huh.
I don't see Orion. What am I missing? Have y'all found it?
No.
Is it a new attraction, maybe?
Storm Chaser, Skycatcher.
Now, because I want to see if maybe we already have it.
Now, I found Orion in Kings Island.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
I was gonna say I thought that was I thought that might be Kings Island.
Yeah.
This is a drop ride.
It's a drop, like drop line?
No,
It's a big roller coaster.
Is it? Okay.
I'm sorry. I was looking at a different ride.
It's a Giga coaster. That's what
Kentucky
everybody
Kingdom.
wants. They want a Giga coaster at the park.
I know nothing about coasters. Can somebody explain these differences between these coasters? A coaster looks like a coaster to me unless it's wooden. What is a Giga coaster? If you would not mind, somebody.
It's a roller coaster that's got a drop height of over 300 feet.
Oh, well, that's
Mhm.
intense.
So like Fury 325 over in whatever it is.
Oh.
Carowinds. They want a big coaster.
Mm.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, big boy coaster.
Oh,
My kind
that
of
is
coaster.
huge.
That's what I want.
Huge boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. Isn't Dollywood Dollywood's been
No,
known for
Sheikah's
trying to go
200.
above and beyond? That's a huge coaster.
I'd be okay with that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm okay. There's not a big enough one for me yet. I'll go to the hospital again if I have to.
No. Y'all need to stop trying to break
Nah.
records on these coasters and then
It
go into the
sound-
hospital, okay?
Sounds like he would ride it again before going to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
Ride it, have to go. Nah, put me on one more time, then go.
That is insane. Yes.
Oh man. I don't think Busch Gardens has a Giga coaster.
Oh.
They don't?
I don't know if maybe Tampa
Does
does. I
Tampa
know.
have one?
That's the one we're talking about.
Is Giga
Um,
not considered one? Because that was a really big drop, or is that only 200?
I'm gonna look that up.
I'm not sure. I know as a 10-year-old, when that attraction opened up, I thought it was fairly big. And they put me on the front. I was really
It only
sad.
drops 200 feet.
It's what?
200 feet.
So it wouldn't be considered a Giga.
It would not.
Wait a
said
minute. What's the
We
drop?
only have 7 Giga coasters in the country.
Oh.
Oh.
So is Velocicoaster one of them?
No. You've got one in Cedar Point, the one at Kings Island, and then 3 different Six Flags, and then Silver Dollar City has one.
What?
Well, that's what it says. Let me unsay. It says summer of 2020. Let's look.
Y'all over there holding out on us.
It must be the only one that I can think of would be
The only thing I'm seeing says something about Outlaw Run.
Oh.
Or I don't know. It's not giving me much information.
Let me look. All right.
Oh yeah, down the hall. It's at Kings Island. I'm sorry. It's okay. We figured it out. You're good. A Giga has 300 plus feet. Thank you. Look, I've always wanted to know what that was, but I never took the time to research it. I could have just Googled it this whole time.
Yeah, no, there's Millennium Force and Cedar Point. There's one in Japan. King's Dominion has one. There's one in Canada, and then Carowinds got the Fury 325, and the other one's in Spain. There's only 7 in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Carowinds
gonna,
got Fury 325. It's big,
Is
but there's
it?
only 7 in the world.
That's in wait, 7 in the world or 7 in America?
7 in the world. There's a few in America.
I bet
one
we're
in,
getting one. Yep. I bet that's what it is for 2026. There was already a rumor it was a huge coaster. How much you want to bet that's what it is? Although my bets lately have been horribly wrong, so maybe not. I also thought that museum was a dark ride, so.
we'll get the bigger Bear Mountain.
did you see how tall the one in Spain is, and it has an unknown drop speed?
No.
No, but I could take a trip to
feet, but it
Spain.
has an unknown drop.
Spain Giga coaster.
It's called the Red.
Oh.
And the one in Carowinds is the biggest and tallest in the world.
Is it? You know what? I feel like Dollywood would be like, this is a family-friendly channel, but hold my juice. I don't know. Oh, man.
I don't think I could do it.
Can you imagine if Dollywood did get a Giga, though? Their coaster fans would flock. That may be it. Because think about how much popularity would hit Dollywood with that one. Especially if they made it bigger than Carowinds safely.
Yeah, because they're hosting for the 8th event this year.
They're what? Y'all, I'm out of coffee and I'm sad about it. Sorry, bro. What did you say?
I said that they could call it Dolly's first hit. Or first big hit.
Oh my gosh.
I like that.
Well, and Brian, I don't know if you remember them saying this a couple years ago when Iron Horse, sorry, I stutter. Just as a heads up to you guys, I stutter sometimes, so I have to like stop what I'm saying to let my brain and my mouth coordinate. So they said when Iron Horse opened up, when they were talking about that patio area, their specific wording was like, this is going to overlook our future plans.
Well, good, because that country fair needs an update. It needs a big facelift.
It needs something. I swear somebody had talked about them moving Barnstormer over to Country Fair and then using that area for something else. But let me see if I can pull
You
up.
move rides like that?
I'll say, Johnny
That,
heard from
I
somebody
think-
that they're taking.
So I think when we had Aaron on here a couple weeks ago, he had talked about how those rides can really be like picked up and moved.
Oh wow.
Well, you know, I did look at that Wild Adventures, and like they have something there called the Pharaoh's Fury. Well, I've ridden that ride before, but I've never been to Wild Adventures. Like there's like carnival rides all over the place, just a swinging boat.
Oh yeah,
And
when
called the
when
same
parks,
thing and colored the same thing.
Ferris Fury. Why does
Oh.
that sound?
they'll just sell them to other parks and just move them across the country.
Yeah,
Why
they
does
load
that
them up on like
sound-
semis and roll.
Ferris Fury. Why does that sound so familiar? That wasn't that at Busch Gardens or something similar?
Something very.
I think I grew
similar.
up like going. Is that the one that goes fully upside down?
No,
Okay, never mind then. The one at Busch Gardens in Tampa goes upside down. Like it's kind of like the tree swing, except you go all the way around. Terrifying, but fun. Let me see real fast. I'm gonna click on this. There's a lot of land between where Country Fair is and Craftsman Valley. I didn't realize all that land that was back there. And unfortunately, this doesn't show the land behind Country Fair. I was hoping it was, which is why I quickly clicked on that one.
I just feel like it'd be a lot of work to move that whole train depot area where they fix them up at.
See, and that's the other thing. They've got the train everywhere too, so they're going to have to be mindful of those tracks. That's why we were thinking about like how would they do it by because there was a rumor something else was going to be moved over because Wildwood Grove is like a 3 or 4 planned like expansion going on.
Because
I
going
think we
over
talked about that on the train.
and over past that, it's another family's property, so they only have so far before the next main road is over there.
Yeah,
And so they can't really go too far past the country fair that way.
unless they start trying to buy up land.
That's true.
Be like Disney World and buy land up left and right.
I knew long ago they tried to buy it from that family and they wouldn't sell.
Oh man, can you imagine how much they're probably trying to get that land for though? If they do get it, I mean, they probably would make bank. But I get if it's your family's land and sentimental stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, 9 to 5, the coaster. Oh, I love that. Oh.
And it's got to go 95 miles an hour.
Oh, how hilarious! That would be brilliant. Jolene, oh, here we go. Oh, hey, Jason, welcome back. You snuck in on me. Jolene the coaster.
That'd be cool.
Dollywood could have it drop into the mountain like Tornado does. Ooh.
That's true.
That would be neat.
They could also replace that roller coaster too.
Y'all, my stomach dropped just thinking about that though. Like just
Or
picturing it like
have
if
it, like,
it's
go
if
through the
Gigas
mountain.
are that big and it dropping into a mountain.
Oh.
Oh, that makes me feel sick.
Well, if they went underground, they could probably go like well above 300 feet.
That's not funny.
They could.
Oh
Make
man.
it the biggest in the world. Go way up and go underground.
I'm wondering if that because like Dolly was known for trying to go big and bold, like especially because Pete's like a huge coaster person. Oh, I bet it is a Giga. I bet that rumor is very close to being correct. Or it's
I'm kinda excited
the
now.
indoor coaster. That was the other rumor. Because they needed it because we keep saying they need indoor rides. Well, here's another coaster, but it's indoors.
Yep.
I mean, it kind of gives us best of both worlds.
I mean, if it's anything like Guardians, I'm okay.
I love that ride so much.
Yeah.
I love that ride. Like
It's
Haunted
so good.
Mansion is still my fave. Will always be my fave. But Guardians got very close to knocking that off its pedestal there.
We're gonna have to ride it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
It's
ride it.
it's so good. Don't miss it.
It's like Space Mountain and Rock and Roller Coaster together. Except the coaster itself is kind of like Time Traveler, like it moves, but they move it to what scene they want you to see. Definitely look that up. It's a really cool coaster.
Okay.
So it's
People
kind of
did something like that.
It's kind of like Green Gots then, but faster.
I've never rode it, so I don't know.
I've never rode. Yeah, but I think I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
because
say yes,
it'll
'cause I'm
spin
about
to a
100%
scene that it
sure.
wants you to watch, and then
Yes, very similar. And it has 80s music blasting in your ear because it's
Nice.
Guardians.
Perfect.
And they were originally considering putting 9 to 5 in there. And when you ride, which 9 to 5 does play when you exit the ride, because I've heard it. They do have 9 to 5 playing.
that wouldn't
It's
be
just
bad.
it's not one of the tracks for the actual attraction.
I'll listen when I go back in February.
It's there, I promise, because I remember hearing 9 to 5. I'm like, oh, we went to Dollywood. Literally threw us all right to Dollywood as I was walking off. The only thing is if you go on that coaster, don't turn your head. Let it show you the scenes, because when you turn your head, you get sick so quickly because it's literally spinning you. Like if you were like, oh, look at that scene, you're gonna get sick. It goes so fast.
Gosh.
We love the country fair. I love country fair is a very, very cute area, but it is very outdated. Those rides, they need newer, there's new fair rides out now that I feel like they could really utilize. That concept art, I swear, now there's been a lot of debates on this. Country fair looked different to me, which I'll bring it back up. To me, country fair looks extremely different.
I don't see a scrambler anymore.
Oh, don't say that. I love the scrambler.
Surely not. They just painted it.
And it's going faster this season. It's good.
Maybe
Is
it's right
it?
here.
I've not been on any rides this season.
I made faces at people that were waiting in line on the scrambler when I was riding it.
That's my daughter's favorite one, so we ride it every time.
It does look like there's almost like a I'm trying to think about like a twisting ride. I don't know. It looks like almost like a Himalaya ride in the middle. I don't know. It just does not. Maybe it's just the angle. It just doesn't look the same to me.
At the bottom right corner, you can see the red and white tent, and then right across from that, I think that might be the scrambler.
Yeah, I think that's right. Because I think the red and white tint is that
the
swing
swings.
ride.
Yeah, that little swing ride.
Okay, so maybe it's not as different as I thought. Maybe not at first glance. I don't know.
It's a weird angle.
It's a really weird angle. I was hoping that they were just going to update it though, because I mean, it is really old.
They need it. I want Imagination Station again.
What?
The Imagination Station. I want that back.
Hey, we're getting Imagination characters. We're going to talk about that too. The Dizzy Disc. I've never been on that one. It looks fun.
It's in my top 5 favorite rides there.
Is that one that
Yeah.
Okay, Silver Dollar City has one of those. I've never been on it either.
I've never been on it. Yeah, I've never been on anything in
here,
Country Fair, actually.
I know what we're doing next time.
I know that's the plan for next time. We'll be there next week. So I really wanted to make Big Bear my first ride of the season, though. So I may have to hold out another week.
I'm excited for the week after next. I'm gonna try to do it twice.
So excited! I'm so happy. It's finally open. I'm happy it's sooner than we thought too. I turned my head on Guardians and I didn't get sick. Look, you're strong. I did it once and I was like, we're not doing that again. Okay. That's awesome though. Thunder Rod was indoors at Dollywood. That ride was not easy on the body. Oh, was it that bad? Was Thunder Road that bad? That it was like
it was kind of rough, but it wasn't. It was a basic Motion Master. They even had seats that were non-moving for the ones that couldn't handle it.
Oh, so it was like, okay.
Yeah, you were on like a moonshine run on a back road, so it really made you bump around.
Oh,
They filmed
man.
it right here in the local area.
Yeah.
Oh man, yes, but it doesn't start and stop like Gringotts. Okay, so it is different from Gringotts. It doesn't start. Yeah, it doesn't start and stop. You just go the whole time.
Oh,
It's like a
okay.
full on, like the whole time you're going.
well, no wonder why
Yes.
people are getting
It's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
It's
makes
so
sense.
Yeah,
very
it's
good.
the whole time you're going. Yeah, and some people if you're motion sickness, I don't know if that's the ride for you. It's fun, but if you're motion sickness, it may be a little rough.
And maybe
Even
take a
still,
medicine
you in
before.
trouble.
walk through the queue with your group and watch everything because
Oh.
the queue is amazing.
The queue is, they did a very good job detailed. And if you're like a really big Disney nerd like me, they have little like Easter eggs of the Energy Pavilion.
Ooh.
I don't know what that is.
And actually on the ride, when you first blast backwards, there's you kind of go into like this big, huge like show area building. When you first go into the coaster, it plays the song from the Energy Pavilion
Oh, that's cool.
as like a rock version of it.
Neat. I'll be listening for it.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you can't. If you know what the song is, you cannot miss it. It's like a rock
No
version
idea.
of it. It is really cool.
That'd be cool.
Yes. Brian, you remember Imagination Station?
Oh yes, I
Man, we are
visited Santa
old school
Claus.
Dollywood. Eric, do you remember that? Because you grew up with Dollywood. So did you go on the Imagination Station? Whatever what he'll say. I don't know if he's still on here or not. We'll find out. Did any of you sign up to test Big Bear Mountain for the test rides of Big Bear Mountain?
Nope.
It's not till Monday.
Yeah.
When you
Okay. I thought there was something I missed. I'm like, you can sign up for one of
No.
the test runs.
Monday, and then
The second.
they got the big thing on Friday.
Yes, and Friday rumor is that's when Dolly's coming because it's diamond only, and it's still for just those previews. It's only if you purchased your season pass during those October dates. I believe it was October 17th through the 31st, 2022. So that's a limited amount of people for a very specific time, which is why we think that's going to be the big opening, because it says May 12th is the grand opening anyway. So Dolly's just going to get on her helicopter and fly over, I guess.
Yeah, because I got an
I feel
email.
so bad. I want to know who scheduled that. Like, it may have been her. Surely she has some sort of approval process in that. I would think.
Let's see.
So do you guys have to pay extra for certain things like that? Not just like with the passes, but do you have to pay like a special ticket price for things like that at Dollywood?
No, it's free.
It's free typically, but they are officially starting where there is paid stuff. So like with that character breakfast I was telling y'all about, that is going to be a paid. So that is gold and diamond only, but it is also going to be a paid thing. So
Right.
I think that's them testing multiple things. I think it's them testing if they can bring breakfast back, and also testing, okay, can we charge a little bit more for extra events? Kind of
Right.
like how Disney, and I'm sorry, I keep using Disney as an example, guys. A couple reasons. One, I do love Disney as well, but also like Dollywood has specifically said Disneyland is what they're going, like that's where they want to be. So I think that means they're kind of copying a lot of Disney's, like how they run things. The map update tells me that's what it is, because Dollywood's app now looks extremely similar to Disney's app. So
It does.
Oh.
Gonna have to look at that.
yeah, they had like a huge update on it. It's really
The thing here, the email I've got says that Diamond Pass holders will be the first to ride on Friday after the opening ceremonies, and then I think it's open to everybody after that.
yeah, yep. So after that, I know there's a couple days after that where they still have those special times. It's just gonna be set certain times when just those pass holders get to ride the attraction. What is the pre-K pass?
It's for 4-year-olds that don't require a pass, but they get to basically attached to the parents' pass. Whatever they have, it just mimics it.
Including golden events with that one.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's the only golden event that they are allowed is the pre-K pass. The pre-K pass kind of gets a okay.
Yeah. If you're a diamond, they're a diamond.
And I'm trying to find it. We actually have a specific video. I'll link that in the chat because we actually have a video specifically for the pre-K pass for more information on that. So let me go ahead and see if I can link that in there for you.
So if Dollywood is mimicking Disneyland, wouldn't it make sense if they had 2 parks?
Ooh.
That's another reason why I think they're getting fed another park.
Right.
Yep. Yep. Thank you. Someone else is on my side with this.
Well, it kind of just clicked finally in my head.
Yes.
Like, wait a second.
Yes.
And it would be a walk to park almost, maybe.
Because they very specifically said Disneyland and not Disney World. And Disneyland has 2 parks. Disney World has almost 5. So, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
And
I
then
thought.
you have all those resorts that are coming in too, which, I mean, that kind of mimics Disney World in my opinion.
Mhm.
Is it, you know, I think Disneyland has what, 3 or 2?
They only have 2. I think they only have the 2. Maybe they're going to build another one.
Oh, yeah, this does look very much like Disney now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And how they have like, yeah.
That's a
And
way
when
better
they first
setup.
came out with the app, you could see the wait times, but then they took that away from us if you're not in the park. I was really sad about that because I'm geeky and I even look at Disney's app every now and then to see if the wait times. I'm like, I'm just curious. What is like Guardians at right now? Why not?
Do you have
And
the
I was so
website?
excited to get to do that with Dollywood. I'm like, yes. And then they took it away.
There's a website that you can get online to check the wait times for Dollywood.
Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
that's cool.
if you just Google Dollywood wait times, it'll send you a link to it.
That is all. Whoever came up with that is brilliant.
Yeah, I use it all the time before I head into the park. Make sure I won't actually go.
Looking at this map now and like that concept art stuff that you showed,
Mm-hmm.
I think that road already exists. And I think they just kind of like condensed it all down.
Oh, they made
Yeah.
it like a smaller road
I think it might be the road that you already travel up that
that you
goes.
go on. They just made
Yeah.
it look little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, that's rude. I was
It
excited.
is.
Like, oh, look, it's the parking lot.
Because I'm
They're
I'm
not.
looking at it right here, and
That's
here's the
so
curve
excited.
for. Because like here's the curve for Big Bear, and I'm all like, well, that's at the same spot where that road's at, so dumb.
Mystery solved. I still say Splash Country did look different though. That like you could tell it was a water park, but it looked really weird. I'm like,
Yeah.
it looks like a water park, but it doesn't look like the same water park. Which I always said their water park could use a little help, but that's just me. It's
So could Whitewater.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are mostly Dollywood fans, but why did they get rid of the mine ride at Dollywood? There was issues with the mine ride. Is he meaning the one where the cave was?
There was a cave.
where the new walkway was, that big white
Yeah,
concrete
it was
walkway
like
with
a cave
cave.
walkthrough. That's
And
where
it-
the mine ride was, right?
No, it just had a souvenir thing into it. The mine ride, the flooded mine, was where Daredevil Falls is. They replaced flooded mine with Daredevil.
Mhm.
Okay. Yes, the flooded mine. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, they changed it out with the it was something about there was like snakes or something on the ride. Like it was because it was a moist, dry cave condition, and so there was always snakes hibernating and hanging out in there, and so they took all that out. I'm pretty sure.
You will never see me again. You will
I think
never
that's
see
sad.
me again.
True.
And I know there's snakes in Dollywood. I know people have filmed the snakes in Dollywood. I have never seen a snake in Dollywood.
I've
If
seen a
I
snake in
ever see
Dollywood.
one, I'm out. If you ever walk me to a snake in Dollywood, I'm out.
I've seen one or two, but not many.
To a snake in Dollywood, I will be gone. Like, I don't even care if I'm on a stream. I will end the stream and be like, peace out. We'll do this later. I'm gone.
I would take out like strollers and everything. I couldn't. Like hold your kids because I'm running.
Look, there's a reason I don't have kids. I may leave my kids and be like, everyone fend for themselves. That is an absolute no. They need to add more water rides at Dollywood during the summertime. Yeah, they do need. They only have a couple water rides right now, but they did have that foam pit. I mean,
Yeah.
that was basically like a pool. So
John said he heard a rumor that they're taking all the water rides out to put them somewhere else.
I heard that too. Yeah,
And they're gonna put a coaster where Daredevil Falls is.
Yep.
Dude,
I don't remember who he was
Because-
talking to, but it was somebody that has a bigger theme park channel thing, and they were they were talking about things they heard.
I heard that one too. I wasn't sure if it was like legitimate because I'm like, well, that just seems so weird. But maybe it's a legit thing, especially for rapids.
That could also mean we might get the second park.
And they're moving it to the second park. Ooh.
I think they need to do a Mystic Falls like Silver Dollar City has if they're going to do any of the water rides.
Yes, me too. Now that I know what it is, yes. Yes, I agree. That you may actually get me on a rapids ride in that case. You know what though? That makes sense because they've had a lot of issues with those rides lately. And they may just be letting them go for now. That may be what's happening. Huh. That's interesting that someone else has said that.
Yeah.
I've only heard a couple people and I was like, that just seems like that doesn't seem like it would be like, why would you take out those two attractions? But doesn't Iron Horse also overlook? Does it overlook? I'm trying to think.
Bathrooms.
No, it overlooks the bathrooms. But I'm trying to think if it actually overlooks River Rampage as well.
I think it's too far away.
It is too far away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's behind like the bathroom buildings that are down below at that little restaurant area. It's right behind that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that River Rampage, they have been saying that there was a lot of rumors that they are not doing much maintenance on it at all. And I will say it has already shut down quite a bit this year. And it is only May. I'm going to count it because we're 2 days away from May. So maybe that's what they've got planned. I'm telling you, I think for the 40th, we're going to get a huge announcement with all of the plans. I think they're just going to bombard us. But this is happening, and this is happening. The park is too crowded as it is. On busy days, you can't move. It's like Disney level crowds.
Oh man.
We went at a good time then because it
Yeah.
was too terrible.
I got really frustrated last year during like the Harvest Festival because I had went, and I think it's even on one of my live streams from last year. There were so many people I couldn't move. I was like, okay, we're done. And I think I sat down for a while because it was so many people.
Yeah. They get to where they actually turn people away because all the parking spaces are filled.
Several times last
No
year.
way.
They'll just tell you can't come in yet. They'll just make you turn around and come back later.
I think I have pictures of those signs actually.
Well, if they're full, where are they going to put
It
people?
happened a lot last year too.
Oh my.
And that scares me because they're going to be even busier this year because Heart Song opens up in like 6 months.
Oh no, yeah, that's true.
And
And we're also, I think that's why they're about to have more blackout dates too. I really think that's where the blackout dates are coming from.
so you guys have blackout dates on passes?
For silver during Christmas.
Ooh.
You can go the first week. I think it's the first week of of Smoky Mountain Christmas. And then after that, you're blocked out.
Oh my gosh.
I hate blackouts. We're spoiled at Silver Dollar City. We have no blackouts.
This is
we're like, we're gonna upgrade pass because we're not doing that business. Man, that
and
sucks.
truly, and to be honest, I think more blackout dates are coming because what we're guessing is going to happen is with all of these resorts, that's a lot of extra people. They're going to block out the annual pass holders unless the ones that want to pay the top tier to get people out of the park.
They're gonna have to add another park.
Yeah.
They have to.
Okay, so okay, yay. Okay, someone else, yay. See, that's what I'm thinking too. Even if they do expansions in Dollywood, it is not going to be enough. There's just going to be too many people.
Because how many rooms is one resort? Is what I would figure. So how many rooms?
300. It was 300 and something for Heart Song. 300 something. And it's the same for Dreammore. I think Dreammore has a little over 300. So you thinking, and I don't know how big the campground's going to be.
I would average at least 3 people per room, just because you'll have couples and you'll have families of 4 going.
An average.
Mm-hmm.
So 600 times 3, that's 1,800 people going in.
Just resorts.
Just resorts.
Mm-hmm.
That's not counting your Pigeon Forge and Gatlin area.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also not counting people who come in and stay at the other hotels around the area too.
Yeah.
Who don't want to stay at.
And Dollywood got their cabins there too.
And their locals.
Yeah. They've got the cabins and then whatever. I don't know. They haven't said much about the other resorts yet. I think once Heart Song opens is when the next resort's going to be announced. And I don't know if it's the actual resort or if it's the campground they're going to do next. I'm assuming a resort because they had that cleared land. But I heard somebody say it may be the campground's next. Because Dolly said something about a campground when she was there. So it may be the campground they're going to work on next.
I think a campground would be easier to build.
Yeah.
You know, you have your cabins. I'm sure they're going to do cabins and then just camping areas.
It's going to be a lot of people. A lot. Plus, Heart Song is specifically being known as a convention center.
Oh, they're going to pull in people to play for concerts.
Yes. They have
They're
like
another part.
they're trying to pull people in for conventions.
They're going to pull so many people in from Nashville that sing over there.
I don't know the exact plans for it. I think our friend from Adventures Out There did a whole video because he got to do like a behind the scenes of Heart Song. And they've got more specifics. So if you really want to see a lot of specifics about Heart Song, definitely go check out his video because he's got a lot of specifics. Let me see if I can find it for y'all on that one because he got very, very specific in that. Because they kind of said a lot of things in there too. Let me see if I can pull his video up.
Down the hall there, streamer asked a question. I don't know if you guys can see it yet. What do you guys think about the new theme park opening on the same road as Dollywood?
Oh, are you talking about the one with the tractors and stuff?
Oh, Digging Zone.
I think Digging Zone, I think it's going to be,
It's
the land looks really small.
It's 22 acres. It's going to have like 20 something attractions, but you get to just ride in giant equipments and they'll have smaller like kid carnival rides.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to operate like giant excavators and like big, massive machines.
That
would be cool.
Bob
for real.
For that, yep.
So is that going to be kind of like the Universal kiddie park?
The one in Texas?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Similar, I think so.
Is it bad that
a lot of those pop-up things? What?
Is it bad that I'm an adult and I want to go to it? Like,
it's going to be awesome.
Like, it looks fun. Like, it looks like it's going to be fun. When did they say they're going to have that finished?
It's supposed to be late. It said spring of 2023, and we're getting close to the end of spring. They're moving pretty quick. I drive by it every night, and they're moving along. They've got a lot of.
They are now. Okay,
yeah.
I haven't seen it in a couple weeks. And last time I saw it, it was still like flat land. So maybe they just got a lot done.
They've been doing quite a bit of work in the last week or so.
Yes. Oh, hey, Brandon, welcome in. Bubba Cruisin'. 318 rooms for Heart Song. 316 rooms for Dreammore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is. Can you put? Yes, I will put the links back in for sure. Let me see if I missed anybody else. Does anyone think that the new retaining wall where the cave looks more temporary than permanent? Wonder if they could blow out that mountain and expand that way, like they did with Wildwood. It does. It does look temporary, actually. Now that I think about it.
It's very plain.
What
is a
retaining wall are you
It's
talking about?
where the cave used to sit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So there used
Yeah.
to be.
It's next to when you go past Miss Lillian's barbecue corner. That little side path to go up to the train
Yes,
depot.
yes. Let me see if I've got a
I
picture
told
of that.
you that they could expand that way.
Yes,
even
so
said
they
that,
tore.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
you
so
go
they
up there.
tore down the. Mm-hmm.
You used to be able to go up a little incline behind Miss Lillian's little barbecue corner, and there was a museum that you'd walk through and showed off like Dolly's dresses and stuff.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you'd exit through the cave, and then all that tore down.
So when you say cave, like it wasn't a real cave, right?
It
There.
looked like, yeah, it was a cave.
Oh,
It was like a legitimate cave. Yeah.
They had a gold gem mine, like souvenir shop inside.
Mm-hmm.
But it was great for the summertime when it's hot. It was dark and it was cold.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it was
really
good to
sad
hang
it's
out in.
gone because of the summer.
Oh man.
it's like
Yeah.
That stinks.
It was really
Well-
nice during the summer.
Well, Silver Dollar City has a legitimate cave.
like you go tour it.
Oh yeah, no, this was a man-made, like artificial cave.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So this
Wait,
is what
what?
one of the insides of it looked like. Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
No, and like speaking of Silver Dollar City's cave, the water rides there
Mm-hmm.
take the water from the spring inside the cave to use it.
That's really neat.
Oh,
That's why all
really
the that's
cool.
why all like that's why like when you go and you see like the water, it looks all like murky and gross, but it's just spring water.
There's even
I
like
want to make a trip out there this summer.
Yeah, I really wanted to try to go to Silver Dollar City for sure.
there's
We got
like
we got a few parks planned for the summer this time.
There's
ahead.
grates on the ground where they'll say don't dump anything because it's actual spring water that's feeding
Oh,
into the rides even.
Yep.
Oh man,
Mhm.
like don't ruin this, please.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I have a picture of the wall. I don't think because it's so plain over there now. I don't have any pictures because it's
It
kind
looks
of
good during, I
it's
like
just
the
a
lights
very-
on Christmas.
yeah. They just put lights up there in front of
Mhm.
They just put a bunch of lights on it and said, "Okay, there you go." That was
It-
about
Pretty though.
It was pretty.
1,000
It looked
lights.
neat.
It was really pretty, I will say.
It's a great
But
photo.
no,
op.
I agree. They could turn that. That could be another expansion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because
I
there's
agree.
nothing
That
up
is
that way
very,
till the
very
Eagle
possible.
Sanctuary.
Let's
Well, if they do that, that's going to be a huge hill to climb up.
let's
I'm over
Google
these
Earth this
hills.
thing.
Look, I need them to like cut out all the hills in the park. I need just like a flat land. Like you
Yeah.
can hear me on some of the live streams. I'm like,
Oh, doing that first hill, that first left hill in the morning to get on a roller coaster, that's terrible.
nope. I go right. Nope.
I gotta go
Never.
left. That's where all the rides are.
Don't
And Lightning
I
Rod's
go
always
right.
broke down, so
I get
I
my
don't even
coffee
try.
first. Well,
Nope.
technically, lightning rod's on the right.
Yeah, but it's always
It's
broke
open.
down, so I don't even try it. I'll wait to see if it opens up.
See, that's what would worry about me about a Giga though, because if it's like if it's that big, Dollywood has already struggled with whoever made lightning rod. Like they
I
have issues
think
with that left and right.
they just need whoever built Fury 325 because that thing runs good. It's
Who
fun.
built that?
Let's find out.
Have
Tonight's theme, let's research things and go on Google. That's what I've been doing. all night.
have you looked at that area lately on Google Earth or Google Maps?
No.
Right behind that retaining wall where it's got like the big old giant like hill on the back side of it's a bunch of like cut down trees and logs and stuff, like they're clearing it out.
You're kidding.
No.
Hold on. What did you Google? How do I
just
Google
typed
this?
in Dollywood and then zoomed in on the map.
Hold on.
Oh, because the only thing that's up there is you get to the Eagle Sanctuary, but everything else, I don't think there's nothing but till you get to the train track.
So they're clearing land out back
Mhm.
there.
No, because that's the Eagle Sanctuary right in there. It's before then.
The Eagle Sanctuary is way over
Yeah.
here somewhere.
So they'd have a lot of room to work with.
Mm-hmm. And they have a ton of, and it looks like there's tracks of people driving back in there.
How long ago
Huh.
was that? I wonder.
Oh, I don't know how long ago this was.
Yeah, because how often does Google Maps actually like update? Is my question.
Find out.
Now I'm zooming in. Hold on. It's hard on Google Maps though, because once you zoom into a certain part, you kind of get lost.
It says constantly with Google Satellite.
Okay, here's Eagle. Here's Tennessee Tornado. Here's Blazing Fury. Where is... I love how it still says tunnel.
Yeah.
And there's no tunnel. Oh! I wonder how much land that actually is. Well, that's interesting. I wish there was a way to, like, take a picture of this. Yeah, it's cleared out. There's land cleared.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be recent. Wait a second. Where is Big Bear? Do they have Big Bear on here? Because that'll tell you how... It doesn't have Big Bear.
More...
No.
Oh, it doesn't have Big Bear.
Well,
So...
But it has where the area of Big Bear was cleared off.
yeah.
It does, yeah.
Because I think we were there in August and Big Bear wasn't even going up yet. So that has to be right around the time, I would think.
We were there in November and stuff was up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I looked at that map way wrong there. You've got a lot of room behind the tunnel.
Oh, look at that. Wow. I never noticed how much land they had back there.
And they do have a lot of...
In the chat, I'm so sorry. Because there's not much room behind. Now that I'm looking at this map, there is not much room behind Country Fair. But between Country Fair, the village, and the tunnel, that goes on for ages. If they own all that land.
Oh, they own a lot of land back there that's undeveloped. A whole bunch of land.
But is that where the resorts are going? Because you've got...
No, so the resorts will be on the other side.
Okay.
I'm also looking at all of this land that they've got in between Barnstormer and
yeah,
Wild Eagle too.
Do they still have that attraction? It looks like that attraction is still there. Have they not tore that out yet?
Which one?
The one that was behind Barnstormer.
Oh, the Slidewinder?
Yeah.
I've never seen any track over there. It's just empty and grass
Maybe
and
it's
rocks.
just where maybe that is just where it was, because you can kind of see where it was a slide. Like you can see what it was.
The scariest ride there.
If they own all that land, like, do y'all see? And people in the chat, I'm so sorry. I know you can't see what we're seeing. I'm so sorry. I wish I could like share this with you. I wonder if I can. Can I share it? How do I do this? Please hold while I try to be technology advanced, and I'm not. Do this. Okay, hold on. But if I do this, I will not 100%. I will not see the chat. So if y'all say things in the chat, I will not see it. Let me see. But I really want y'all to see what we're seeing. Let me see real fast. How do I close this tab? Okay.
This is Outlaw Run. See,
Okay.
all of this. And all of this.
I love how y'all are like, look at all this stuff.
Sorry.
Oh well.
No, it's great. I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, look at all this land. Okay, so everyone
We're doing it for Silver Dollar City.
All
because
Strong
we intrigued
Adventures.
us.
Thanks so much. It was great seeing you guys. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, let's see if I do this correctly. If it kicks me off, yeah, it's gonna kick me off. Okay, not gonna be able to do it, guys. Sorry. It's gonna have me restart Google Chrome.
Just Google Dollywood on maps.
Yeah, Google Dollywood on the maps. If you're here with us, Google Dollywood on the maps and zoom in. But so what I'm thinking is, do y'all see all that land behind where it says Hidden Hollow and Wildwood Grove?
If I can find the video I saw before, I'll send you the link for it later on that shows and talks about how much land they have back there.
Could
It's
that
a
not
lot.
be another park?
They could
Like,
easily
they've
be
got
another
enough,
area.
they've
But I
got
know,
enough
like,
land to build 4 more Dollywoods back there, the size that it is now.
They can.
Easy. Easy.
Okay.
Oh.
It's
They
huge.
Okay. So they can expand Dollywood and add in another.
Oh yeah, you got more land than what you'd even imagine back there.
Okay, and
I
I
didn't
see where
realize
they've
they
got
own
land
all of
cleared
that
for Big
back in there.
Bear.
Yeah,
Wow.
Because that
It's a-
little like tan dirt area is where Big Bear is right now.
yeah, because behind Dollywood, there's like a few small residential houses, but there's not much up there on that mountainside.
Mm.
And they own all of that.
Yeah, a lot of that back there.
Okay,
Oh,
so
you can see where they cleared the land for the next resort on this map. You can see it. That's kind of cool. And it is going to be right next to Heartsong, like close to Heartsong. Oh,
that
do
amount
they
of land.
own all that land behind those resorts? No wonder there's going to be 5.
They own all this.
I've never looked at this before. I'm in awe.
They own all this.
I have a picture of how much Dollywood owns. It's insane. Would you mind sharing that picture? I would love to see it. I knew Dollywood owns a lot of land, but looking at it, it's literally like Disney World. Or they're extremely close. Why did Dollywood take away the ropes course? That was fun. Wasn't the ropes course where the fountain and stuff is right now?
Uh,
Where else?
I
thought
can't
it was
remember.
where
I think it's up where like around like Fire Chasers area.
That would be fun. I don't know why they would have took that away.
It wasn't that good. They had a better rope
wasn't.
course up in Owen's Farm that was more kid friendly and fun. That was one of those you had to strap in, wait forever, and walk on little tiny boards. This one was like they had an old one that was like nets and a ball pit, and it was actually fun in Owen's Farm.
Yeah, y'all bear with us. Like some of the stuff at Dollywood we're very new on, so it has been a learning process for sure. Especially the history, but it's been so interesting like to learn all this stuff. And again, I'm in so much awe right now because it literally looks like Dollywood could do a Disney World, not a Disneyland.
True.
They could do worlds. If this is all of their land, they could easily do multiple parks.
They could have 3 to 5 parks.
Yes.
Easy.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's a lot of land. I never like looking at it. I'm like, because you don't realize how small Dollywood looks until I'm looking at this map, and I'm like, it's like itty bitty. I know it's not. It's a big park, but it, like compared to the land that they've got.
I mean, I guess in the relative size, because the new one that's going out by the interstate is going to be just about the size of Dollywood, and that's just going to be right off the jump.
Yeah, man.
There's
there's a new theme park where the stadium's at. They're going to knock it down, but it's made by a France company. It has no rides. It's all shows.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to they're putting a casino out. Look it up. It's called
that will do.
Poida something. It's a weird French company.
Seeing it. Yeah.
It doesn't look I mean, it's interesting, but it's not a good theme park for rides.
Yeah.
You gotta like shows. And they're going to do a focus on the Cherokee Indians, I believe, since they're buying the land.
What's up with the wooden fence where the drums and stuff used to be as you go up the hill? I don't know what's up with that. I asked the host and they said they're not sure why they moved those. I mean, it makes more sense where they're at, though. I do like where they moved them to, but I don't know what they're going to do with all that land. That's a great question. I was kind of curious about that, too.
Yeah, we saw it the other day, and I didn't know why there was a bunch of fencing up. It was really weird.
When did they add the fencing? Maybe I'm not thinking of the fencing that was there before. Was it there last weekend when I went?
I don't know. It was there. I can't remember when I went. Maybe Wednesday. It was there. It wasn't there, and it was there like 2 days later.
Oh, okay. I figured if they moved all that, they've got a plan for that area. So do y'all know when you go left and you go up that hill towards like Thunderhead and everything? where that little kid area was, where you can like play the drums and all of that stuff. Do y'all know? They took that out and they moved it up the hill by the restrooms. And now apparently there's a bunch of fencing there. So I don't know if they're planning
Weird.
on doing something or adding something over there.
There's nothing behind it. I threw my camera up above it the other day and I didn't see anything going on.
I do that too. I'm like, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Oh yeah, I'm too short, so I got to use the camera for my eyes.
I
got my toes.
I just use little peepholes in the fence.
Yes. I got so excited a couple weeks ago on Big Bear because they had opened the gate for some reason. And I was like, oh, the gate's open. And I was going to run over there and like quickly be like, oh, look. But then they shut the gate. So I went over to Dragonflyer and I just went like that. And you could see the whole area. I'm like, oh, this is great.
So is it going to be like an interactive kind of like queue line? Kind of like the shows and stuff? Is there going to be shows?
Supposedly.
Ooh.
Supposedly it's supposed to be more interactive.
We'll see soon.
They said they kind of compared it to, from what I've heard, it's not a huge queue line, but it's going to be similar to if you've ever been on the Everest ride at Disney. Not exactly like that, but it'll be like kind of similar.
Okay.
Not exactly. I don't know if there'll be TVs though. I don't know if there'll be like TV stuff.
Okay.
Not sure.
I love a good queue. Like when you
I
don't
do
think
too.
that you're waiting in line because you're paying attention to everything else.
And the ones at Dollywood are not fun.
No.
Not at all.
Mystery Mine's okay because there's at least stuff to read and look at. Mystery
No,
Mine is okay.
you got to walk up 45,000 stairs. That's not fun. It's not fun.
Stairs.
And I always get stopped where like the water's dripping on my head and it's annoying. Not a
Where's
fan.
the water coming from? I never understood that.
The little like I don't know. Is there a fan or anywhere? Because I
don't know.
Anything.
That's what I'm
I think
asking. I never understood where the water comes from. It's like a whole puddle of water there.
Yeah.
And no one knows what happens. Brian, we liked it. Kids loved it. We thought it was great. I'm not sure what that comment was from. I'm sorry. I'm delayed on that one.
Maybe the rope course in Owen.
Yes. I bet that's what it was. If they add another theme park in Dollywood, I hope at least a people mover or gondola ride or chairlift. Look, they need that gondola ride or chairlift at Dollywood.
And they can do a monorail between the two parks.
Oh, or like a people mover. They could do a people mover between both parks. But what if it was rainy or something?
Or
make the train stop at each one.
Those trains are already struggling.
Make it last even longer.
Yeah, those trains are already struggling. They may need to switch to electric.
What if they did something like they do at Universal with the Hogwarts Express, but like Dolly's tour bus?
Oh, that'd be neat.
Ooh,
That'd be really cool.
Really cool.
I would pay extra just to do it.
I would too. That'd be great. Imagine how many people that would get though to go to the other park. Because like I know at Universal, isn't it? You have to have like a park hopper or a park hopper or something for that.
Yep.
Man, Dollywood would make bank.
Yeah, they would.
I would do it.
I want Dollywood to make all the money because the more money they make, the more stuff we get.
That's true. That's true.
So
they need to go faster.
They do need to go.
I'm impatient.
I am too. I'm impatient on why they're not announcing stuff. Like at this point, we all know they've announced how much money they're going to invest in the parks. There is no way they've spent that money yet. They're nowhere near that budget. Where's it all going? There's no way a Giga coaster is going to take up $100-something billion.
How much?
I mean, look, hold on. I did a video a couple of years ago.
For cost.
I can't remember. I remember it's been. I thought it was in the billion. Maybe it wasn't. 500 million. Okay, maybe 500 million.
Is that really enough for a new theme park, though?
It might be enough to finish out this one, but not for a new one, I don't think.
Right.
No, because Magic Kingdom cost 400 million.
But was that back then when it was originally built?
Yeah, that was back then. I wonder how much Animal Kingdom was.
But
Animal Kingdom is like, so just the safari ride on Animal Kingdom is the size of Magic Kingdom.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never realized that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's a much bigger park than what people realize. It's huge.
And see,
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the smaller parks. Like you can do it in half a day.
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of land they could expand with. Oh yeah, that was $1 billion. Oh yeah, that was expensive. So
But
yeah,
I think
maybe not a new park then if it's only 500 million. I love how we act like that's not just 500 million.
They probably make that in parking in a day, though. It's all right.
Yeah, it's just half. Okay, $500 million. That's where I got the billion from.
Mm.
Dollywood does $500 million or $500 million investment. That's where that came from. I mean, that's still quite a bit of money.
Big
I mean,
enough
I
for
guess they-
expansion.
I said Big Bear was what, 25 million?
Was it 25 million?
Yeah, so they still got a big chunk of change they can
They
use.
still got a bunch. Yeah, how much are those resorts costing though?
We're hoping that's not going to factor into the money for Dollywood. That's a different budget. Different budget.
We just
It
wanted
is.
to
I'm
park.
sorry.
Yeah.
It is. Because when they announced Heart Song is when they announced the money.
Yeah, so we're going to get 2 resorts and a ride. That's it. We're done.
The end. All done. Maybe they've got more money now and they just haven't said anything. Hello from Chattanooga. Love the Dollywood umbrellas. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, this is from last year. And there was a huge debate on this year because they added umbrellas. They did not add the dark blue. They added the light blue. Everyone thought it was the dark blue, but this is last year's. So they added the light blue this year. I thought it looked different. Rocky Mountain Construction. I'm not sure what that was in reference to, but it was just added.
I think that's who makes some of the wooden coasters.
I just
RMCs.
Googled it, and the Gigs coaster Orion at Kings Island costs $30 million.
Dang.
So see, they could put a Giga coaster in. They're good.
Yeah, they got plenty.
If they build a Giga coaster and no dark ride, I quit.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad, especially since Pete just went on that thing about how we're family friendly. A Giga is not family friendly. I hate to tell. Granny is not going on no Giga coaster.
But the
Maybe
Giga
not
coaster
your granny.
could be indoors.
No, my granny actually would. My granny went on Guardians, so mine would probably go.
She can come ride with me then.
Oh man. I'm close to it, just 45 minutes south. That's awesome. I am nowhere close to Dollywood, but it's a fun drive. I'm not that far. 2 hours isn't bad. Unless it's Sweet Summer Nights, then 2 hours is a little rough.
Yeah.
What if they make a Giga coaster, but the entire thing is inside, except you shoot from out, and then now you're outside, and then you go back inside.
Do the big first drop as an outside.
That
Yeah,
really
that'd
just
be a big
remembering.
building for a 300-foot drop.
Yeah,
It'd have to go outside the building.
yeah,
How cool would that be, though?
That'd be pretty neat.
that would be
That would be
neat.
so cool. They can officially say, man, can you imagine if they announced something like that where they go into a show building?
They
All
call
right,
it the
Dolly.
mountain climber.
We just gotta hope.
Well,
Dollywood's listening to
technically
that.
on Guardians, you're going into 2 different show buildings. You just don't realize you're doing it.
Oh.
The first building where you load was the original pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
And then they added that other building on the back. So you're actually like going through. So, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. I know we're getting late. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I try to keep these at an hour and a half. Sometimes we go for 3 hours. Look at that. But I did want to ask, Brian, now that you're here with us, what do you think about the character breakfast?
I'm kind of sad it's only on the weekends because I'm not gonna get to do it.
Oh no.
I want breakfast back because when I first started going to Dollywood, they always did the breakfast buffets at Aunt Granny's, and so I want breakfast back.
And they have the cinnamon bread French toast. I think you and I were just talking about
Yeah.
that.
They open at 10. Breakfast doesn't stop till 10:30. I go early. I need to fill my belly before 11.
But I think it's a test. I truly think this is them testing it out to see who will pay for it and how popular it's going to be.
Is it an extra cost?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
never
the
mind.
test, I think. I
Never
think
mind.
that's the test.
I thought it was like just a free thing you sign up like on Eventbrite. Never mind.
You got to pay. They've
change
not
over.
announced the cost, but it is a golden paid event.
So probably at least $30.
It's kind of what I was gonna guess, 30 or 40
Maybe
bucks.
30 or 40.
About the price of a tasting pass per person.
Disney's is, I think Garden Grill breakfast was about 40.
It was like it'll probably cost about a tasting pass per person.
Probably. But I think this is them testing, will people pay? And if people will pay, and if it's popular, they may bring it full time, or at least per festival.
See,
like
I wonder
how
how
like
good,
the Halloween characters and stuff, and then the Christmas characters.
I wonder if the VIP tours did good. Because that's the extra thing you can pay for too. And I didn't see a lot of those tours walking around.
I know you and I talked about doing some of them last year, but we never got to it. But for the Bloom one, I don't know how popular that was.
If
It would
it's
be
a
really
board,
cool to go.
if it's Bloom, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we did try for Christmas and we couldn't get into the VIP tours.
Oh,
So you couldn't get in?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
The Christmas one I can see selling out. The Christmas and the Halloween one I can see doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
I can see those.
They got the real
But
big
we
ones
also
for
went during
$300.
Thanksgiving break, so
Yeah, they have the $300 one. I don't say.
I go to Dollywood too much to spend that kind of money.
Yeah, so do I. So I'm like, I'm there a lot. I don't see me spending $300 for a behind the scenes tour.
Not even behind the scenes. You just walk up to the rides first. It's like a time saver.
Oh, I'll just pay the $80 for a time saver.
Yeah, I'll go in the first hour. Get them all done.
Let's go the first. Yeah, I'm 5.5 hours away. Oh my goodness, that's not too bad. 5.5 hours. That's not awful.
I'm like 5.5 minutes.
I would not be going every other week like I do if I was 5 hours.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm close.
Yes, I'm kind of jealous that you're so close. He's like right down the road.
Yeah, I'm like 10 minutes away.
From Dollywood.
You're what?
12 hours from Dollywood.
Oh yeah, you guys are a hot minute. Oh yeah. Y'all don't want to drive 12 hours every other week?
No, we're good.
We go to Disney fairly often, and that drive is draining. And it's like 9 hours from where we are. I'm like, if flights weren't so expensive.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we talked about when we're going to Disney in December, like we said, and we were like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna fly because we're going with our friend from Fayetteville, Arkansas, and she's gonna have to like fly from there, or we're gonna have to drive up to Springfield or something to fly out from wherever.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of talking, and then we looked at the prices of it, and we're like, okay, well, what's the price of gas estimated to be? And we're like, okay, we're driving. We're road tripping the whole thing.
I think it was going to be like $100, $150 in gas versus like the $500 plane ticket for two people.
Yeah. That's exactly what,
Well, driving one out, I'll just make Eric drive and I'll go to sleep.
Yeah. So we were literally sitting there going like, okay, well, we're drive. So now we've got to let's add in price of park, because that was still when they had the parking prices. And then it was an extra hotel halfway down because we're not going to drive the full way. So we did all the math on that. Well, then they took the whole, now it's free parking at Disney resorts. So we're like,
Already seen improvements. It's exciting.
Yes.
Already seen improvements left and right. I'm like, keep it coming, keep it coming.
Yes, Allegiant is the cheapest to Orlando. It is for us too.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what Allegiant is. Plus, there's no free transportation from the airport to Disney. Yeah, that was another. Yes, Amy, thank you for saying that. That was another issue we were looking at. We were like, well, it's gonna be another $100 just to go from the airport to Disney. So we're like, we're just gonna drive.
Yeah, and plus you can go to the character outlets, which we are all about that.
Oh yeah, like all their 50th stuff is like less than half off now.
Love
it. So mad I'm not down there. I'm like, I'd be so broke. Because it's all so cheap. Man, Brian, next time you go down there, I don't know if y'all went to the character outlets, but like it's the actual Disney merchandise and stuff that they kind of like basically when they don't sell it anymore, they bring it over there and they sell it for like half off, sometimes less than that. Like merchandise, like the shirts, the ears, the lounge flies, everything.
Is it on property or off property?
Off property.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, we stayed on property.
It's
We'll
not
check
too
it out.
far off property though.
There's
It's
two of
not-
them.
Yeah, there's two of
Yeah.
them. One is up by Universal Studios, and the other one is like, I don't know, like 2 exits down.
Mhm.
It's
Well,
not too far.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do it when we get there because we're going to Disney Spring Day, so we'll probably do that instead. Maybe do that.
That's what we do on our
Mhm.
Disney Springs Day. Yeah, because we do that when we first get down there. We'll hit Disney Springs first, or we used to. But by Brandon, do you mean? Brandon, what do you mean by Brandon? Do you mean? I'm confused. I may have read that just randomly.
The one above it, he's saying that.
Brandon, your videos are doing great. Oh. I was like, I'm so confused by that comment, but it's okay. We'll move on. Well, I'll let y'all go. I know this has been an extremely long live stream. Normally, I really try to keep these at an hour and a half. But y'all have been so great. Thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, no
Let me
problem.
know if y'all would like to do this again. Typically, we do them. We try to do these every other week.
Okay.
Or on like bi-weeklies or whenever we're not in the park, we try to do these home streams. So no, yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up because I know it's getting late. Brian, it's almost midnight for you, so
It's all right.
and you worked all day, so oh my gosh.
I've only done 4 doubles back to back. We're good.
No, thank you.
Man.
No, thank you.
I don't have a hard job. I just fill little cups up. I'm good.
Well, I appreciate all of you. Let me go ahead and while I've got you on here, I'm going to go ahead and find because I'm pretty sure my producer went to bed because he's no longer in the chat. So I think he disappeared on me. So let me go ahead and pull y'all's links up so I can put that in the chat. And everyone, please be sure to go check them out. Yes, we will be there on, I don't know if I'll be there on the 13th. I have not decided yet. If I do, that is going to be a hotel day because that will be a rough.
Are you going the 12th?
If I can get a ticket, it's going to be like a battle for those tickets. I will say I'm very excited. They finally announced when they're going to do the tickets. Like it wasn't just that, oh, here's the tickets. They finally announced when. So everyone kind of gets a fair shot.
I think I may have got one of the invites to go on Friday.
Did it already go out?
No, well, for the media stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Maybe.
did
I
you
messaged
sign
him
up?
back to make sure it wasn't just like a slip up.
Oh, that is so cool. Did you sign up for it?
I've got an RSVP through Nathan.
Okay, there you go. Look at you. That is so awesome. Look, you're going to be right up there with Dolly.
That's what I was saying. I was saying it's a small station. I said, if she's going to be there, I'm going to try to sneak up next to her. I can bob and weave. I'm going to hide in between people.
So will the coaster be open to the public the 12th? Yes. So it officially opens on the 12th. It will be available. Now it's going to be after that diamond pass holder thing. We believe that's when it's going to be open to the public. So after the diamond part, the diamond pass holders go, then it'll be open to the public. How they're going to do that, I have no idea. I don't know if they're going to virtual queue it or if they're just going to let everybody go there. I don't think Dollywood has the technology yet for
I think they're just going to open the gate and say go.
Yeah. Now, it would be cool if they had like where you can kind of pay per attraction because they have done that in the past. That would be kind of cool because then you can kind of skip the line quicker. But hotel prices on the 12th are higher than I expected. Oh, never mind. I will be going on the 12th and that will be it. Aw, thank you so much. Good luck on the 12th. Was right about the mid-May opening. Yes, we were hardcore wrong. We really didn't think Dolly was going to do that because literally the awards show is right before that. I am surprised that's happening. But Eric brought up a good point. Her anniversary is at the end of the month, so maybe she's trying to get all her stuff done so she can just like relax and enjoy her anniversary with her husband at the end. Eric brought that up. So I'm like, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, it's going to be insane. It's going to be a lot of people there that day. So definitely if you're going to be there on the 12th, you need to get there early. Yeah. Early. Because
her niece is a pilot.
Oh.
Yeah, and she also has a distillery here in town now.
That's convenient.
It's called
Maybe
Shine
her niece
Girl.
is going to go pick her up.
Ooh.
I'm hoping they're going to bring some drinks to the park eventually because of that.
I wonder if when they get a new park, they're gonna open it up for adult beverages. I'd be okay
That'll be
with it.
interesting.
Because her sister's on that Moonshiner show and the Master Distillers a lot.
Unless they make those adult beverages like they do at the Dream More, then we may have some issues. May have some issues like Epcot's having right now. The Dream More makes their drinks very strong. Like almost to where it's not as enjoyable as it should be strong.
Oh man.
Like
I'm gonna test it this summer. I'm gonna go there.
Maybe it was just the one I got, but I was like coughing quite a bit when I got it. I'm like, whoa, this is at Dollywood. Okay. It was strong. Yes, Danielle Parton. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe she'll go pick up Dolly and say, let's go. Alcohol, but I try to keep this as family friendly as I can, Jason. Goodness. Y'all know what I mean. You just wanted me to say alcohol. It's late enough. I don't think there's any kids on here. No, but that was something I was wondering if the second park would allow alcohol and stuff.
Keep Dollywood kind of like the Magic Kingdom with no drinks and then everything else
Yeah.
open up.
Hey, they said Disney.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm okay with
Technically,
that.
Disneyland. Does Disneyland have alcohol?
I think they just allowed it. Family, like just
Okay.
in restaurants, though. You can't.
Okay, so it would be like a Disneyland and California Adventure thing where Disneyland has limited alcohol,
Yeah.
but then California Adventure is a free for all, you do you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what they've got planned.
Good, because we need a Hillbilly Horror Nights.
Ooh.
That's all I want.
You've been waiting for that one.
You're done.
Actually, I was saying I'm a big kid. Oh. I'm a big kid too. That's why I didn't got. I don't have any. I have a puppy. It's like I can't take care of myself sometimes. So
Man, a haunted train ride would be awesome.
That would be me.
that would be really cool.
Because
That
it's
would be
slow enough
cool.
that they could have people like scaring you from the sides as you're riding by.
I really would like to see like maybe an extra paid like I wouldn't even care if it's a paid event, like a paid Halloween event, like how Disney has their not so scary Halloween, something like that at Dollywood, like maybe like a kid friendly one, and then they can do a non-kid friendly one at like their other park. I wouldn't want to see alcohol at Dollywood parks. I guess I don't know, because the issue is when you put alcohol into the mix, it's kind of like the issue Epcot's having right now. You get people acting really stupid really fast.
They just need to do alcohol tasting passes, and you can only scan them every so often so people can't get plastered. They could limit your drinks.
Oh man, they need that at
True.
Epcot right now.
Yeah.
Epcot's struggling. But I think that may be the issue is they really don't want people to get stupid. Like I can see every like maybe like wine or something like, or just like one beverage or something like kind of like how Disneyland does limit it. Because Magic Kingdom has alcohol, but they limit it very. I think even at Be Our Guest, like you can only have 2 drinks and that's it. Like they limit it quite a bit. That would be awesome. I met Duke the Bush Bean Dogs today. Oh, that's cool. Is it the same Duke from the 90s? I don't know.
Doubt
if that
it.
was- So you meant like Duke 8. Duke Jr. I don't know. That's kind of like if anybody has seen Fuller House, how they have the dog on there and they say Comet Jr. Like, oh, that's sad. Oh man, but no, I will let y'all go. Again, everybody, I did go ahead and put that in the chat. I'm also going to put it in the description below as well. But I appreciate, thank you all for coming on here tonight. Again, if you would like to come back on, just let me know. Just like send me a message or something. I'm still trying to get my schedule for the next months figured out. If anyone in the chat has messaged me, I promise I'm trying to work on the schedule. My work schedule has been very hectic lately. I promise I'm doing the best I can. But I have been extremely busy with work, and studying and stuff for my upcoming tests. So, but I promise I will get to it as soon as I can. I've kind of got it figured out, but I haven't. But as soon as I know the schedule, I will let you know for sure. So just bear with me on that. I promise I'm not like forgetting anybody. I am trying. But yeah, if y'all would like to come back on, please just let me know. And I will go ahead and once I get like the schedule figured out, I will put y'all on there for sure. Because y'all have been so much fun. This has been great. It's 3 hours in. Oh no.
Yeah.
But no, I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Again, B.A.D Adventures, B.A. Adventures. That has confused me all week. After I scheduled y'all, I'm like, I really did that to myself. It's fine. Please go check both of them out. Please go check them out on Instagram, on all their social medias. We're gonna post their Facebook, not Facebook. See, it's late. Their YouTube channels in the description as well. But thank y'all so much. And I hope everyone has a fantastic week. If anyone's at the park next week, I'll see you next week. Bye.
I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.